subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give a pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties. Then sweep it up like veto your bank accounts approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, cause what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home, but make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you could cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evil Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Bambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won fourth place at Evo. Time to bring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. Hey, got people on King. Thanks for all the moral support. However, I'm sure it'd be great if you give me some real support.
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness, and you won't have any
It's
kind
going to
of
be
sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then
tart
spice.
and it's acid and nothing else. All right. So now we got to stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients, and then the meat.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian bills.
Italian dark side flip. Italian life. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian caregiver pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style, Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian life. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side flip. Italian life. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian caregiver pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix.
Pimp, we get a big ups to Dark Sea to Flow and add a song to the playlist. No.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Turn up my neckphones. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's up, Jamie?
Yo, yo.
Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this?
Yo, yo.
You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time. Go. Shout out to all my niggas out there. Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her.
Swimsuit model with eating disorder.
Spend $200 on her DoorDash order.
Yo,
Just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw, false flagging down channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud, and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger, right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right?
Very nice.
All right, let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. Whoa. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP.
Notorious.
I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious.
They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of pizza, or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. I can't get through a night sober. I'm losing my mind, and I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another pawn in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom leader, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it time goes.
It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah.
You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
You guys like pizza? I I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it McDonald's and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it McDonald's and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take it McDonald's and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. Pay my bills.
$2.68. The code
to
word
me,
of the
it's
Yasmin
sad,
drop-off
but
is
at
great.
the same time, you know, it just, once again, all the detractors, they said this was going to happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
No, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drinky gin. Drinky gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drinky gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money, begging, and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He's not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil.
I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done.
I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
Meerkat Mall.
And I bet we'll be together for a million more. It's like I started breathing on the night we kissed. And I can't remember what I ever did before. What do we do, baby, without us? What do we do, baby, without us? And there ain't no nothing can love each other through. What would we do, baby, without us? Sha-la-la-la.
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's pop? What's up? That's right, King Duty is back. King Duty is back to reclaim his throne, and I see that there's a few pretenders out there trying to dethrone Duty. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit. That's right. It seems like apparently Repzion is trying to take Duty's crown. That's right. And I'm sorry, brother, I'm not giving up my crown. Duty's not ready to, let go the crown of King Detractor, especially to someone named Repzion, okay? All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty. We're gonna have a little segment on Repzion. A few people have messaged me about Repzion, and don't know much about him, so I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of research on the dude. And, there's not a lot out there. He's been around for quite a while. And he used to have a pretty big channel, and then it just, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. You can't out-gay Duty. That's right. I'm sorry. Nobody can out-cringe or out-gay me. I don't give a fuck how hard you try. But anyway, what's up, Iron? How you doing? Yeah, I did a little digging into him, see who he was. I've heard the name before, but I've never, watched any of his content. Apparently, he streams on Kick, YouTube, and I think Twitch, and he used to have a very big following, and apparently his channel just died, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, Robust Urban Garlic, yeah, he's up there.
Colon_torch, 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 colon_torch.
Oh, big ups. Thank you for the early momentum, folks. That's right, I appreciate it. Let me give some shout outs. I do appreciate the support. It does make this stream possible. That's right. It makes the streaming fun. It makes the business filled with liquidity. So I do appreciate that. All right, so let's give some shout outs. Cam, brother, thank you for the $1.99, and I appreciate you doing the conversion for me, which is $2.68. Support engagement, non-go contribution. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And then another one, $1.99, which is $2.68 as well. Thank you for the conversion again, brother. The cope over the Asmon drop off is great. It is. The man is struggling, doesn't know what to do with himself. And like I mentioned in a video that I did, I think on Monday, the plan is to play games. That's right. That's how he's going to save the business, is by playing more video games. Essentially, giving the dents more of what he's been doing for the last 17 years. So that's the plan. That's what's going to save the business. That and indie games. But apparently, indie games isn't saving the business, and Repzion isn't saving the business either, as we saw last night with Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is just not going to save the business. That's already drying up in support. His only game that was really giving him money is all but dried up. And then we got some I need that money. I really member anniversaries. To pay my bills. Mr. Quasi Hopper, thank you, brother, for the 5.
About Phil having such an amazing Friday.
Yes, I still am. I finished beating my children and my family over the weekend, just because I was so enraged that he had a good day. That's right. I guess. I don't know. What was he talking about? Didn't he? We'll review the Friday, but he didn't have a great day. What the fuck was he talking about? Didn't he wage quit a game on the first stream and then, you know, did a Q and beg? And then on the night stream, did Street Fighter and two dents came out. Jack Raster came out and saved the business or whatever. I have no clue what he's talking about. Anyway, but we'll definitely look at that. And then Rain, brother, thank you for being thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate that. And if you did get the membership, please make sure to thank Rain for his generosity. Thank you. And then Proper Lives, thank you, brother, for being a member for 15 months. And then, of course, he did the Pepe torch emojis. Big ups, brother. And then The Furious just asked, Duty, am I still angry? Yes, I am. And thank you, brother, for the 5. Appreciate it. Yes, all the whales are out. That's right. Thank you. Duty appreciates the fun. It's January. Ad revenue sucks. And Duty's paying off bills from Christmas. So, yes, all the contributions do help. Thank you very much. Dude, I was looking at my bank statement and everything for December, man. God, man. I spent so much money. It was ridiculous. Good God. So Duty has to replenish the coffers.
Money creature? Yeah, look.
Weary Traveler, the money creature, brother. Thank you, brother, for the 10.
What the hell was that?
Thank you, brother, for the 10. I appreciate that.
Phil. Time to go get a job at McDonald's.
Yes, Phil. It's time to go get a job, brother. Well, Phil's laying in bed right now playing WWE Champions. And of course, on the tablet, he's watching my stream, and then on his phone, he's playing WWE Champions. So yes, Phil, time to wake up early, brother. Go make the donuts. Go work at McDonald's. They're hiring. McDonald's is hiring. They're hiring nationwide. They're looking for, I think, like 20,000 associates. So, you know, and they're paying pretty good. What's the Seattle wage over there? $20 an hour? You can make $20 an hour, Phil, working at McDonald's. You and Cat could tag team it, brother. All the free fries you can eat. There you go, brother. That's an incentive. And then, Craig, what's up, Craig? Let me make you a mod, brother. What's up, brother? Let's see here. Craig for the rope, Phil. Yes. All right. Again, thank you, everyone. I appreciate all the early momentum. It's much appreciated. I'm not sure. By the way, I want to apologize to Kick again. Not sure what's going on. I did my setup. I got a new stream key, did all that. It's still acting the fuck up. So it looks like it's Kick that's fucking up. I'm going to call my ISP. I'm going to call Comcast. I'm going to get them to come out. Just look at make sure there's no noise in my lines. Just make sure everything's okay. So, what I might have to do is I might have to run a cable, run a line from my box to my office. Right now I'm on Wi-Fi, so maybe that'll help. I don't know. Duty will invest. He'll take care of it. He'll figure it the fuck out. I'll figure it out. If not, I'm just gonna have to fucking leave Streamlabs. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Anyway, what's up? Like I said, we got a big show. Kino Casino is back. They kind of screwed us, man. They apparently have so much content to do that they completely ignored Phil. On Monday, they bumped him. They didn't do any Phil content. So we didn't get any clips from Monday. We did get a few clips from Friday, so we can watch those. No, was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. And I streamed. When did I stream last? Monday, last week? I don't remember when. Duty streamed last week, so I did miss the Friday stream. So, yeah, big ups. Okay, all right. So, you know what? Let's tackle the Repzion thing. First. So, apparently, there is a new, I don't know what to call him. He looks like he's a detractor. Based on the information, based on what I've seen of Repzion, it looks like he's a bit of a troll. I did pull up his channel. Here's his YouTube channel right here. For the most part, it looks like he's been really big on just gaming streams, like doing Fortnite and Subnautica and a bunch of, you know, he's one of those streamers.
Zion retired after an incident with his ex. He was big for exposing people like Onision and Illuminati, delving into Phil's weird lore.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I did figure that because I noticed that I did see a lot of Onision stuff. I did see that. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Illuminati, I don't know who that is. But yeah, what I saw mostly is a lot of his gameplay and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest. I think Repzion is looking for a new locale to farm. And based on a few messages that he's posted, it looks like he's trying to get on Phil's good side, so that he can maybe do an interview. That's right. So then, of course, I decided, let's go look at his Twitter. And I found this little post here. It looked like he responded to Whoa Moses. Shout out to Whoa Moses. And he said here, this was on the 11th. He said, people could talk shit about me all they want. There is an end goal. Patience is important, and sometimes kindness can actually go a long way. In order to get your intended result, interpret that how you want. Okay. So to me, it sounds like he's just trying to butter up Phil, trying to be nice to Phil because he's looking to maybe do an interview with him, maybe do a some type of expose. I'm guessing that's what it is. Yes, he's buddy trolling Phil. The problem with that is that if you are buddy trolling Phil, maybe you shouldn't say that. Maybe you shouldn't go out and post, because we all know that Phil reads detractor posts and videos more than anyone else. So all of these people here, all of these detractors that are on Twitter, you know, Phil's following us and reading everything. So I'm sure he read this little post here. So, I mean, if you're going to try to snake Phil, you shouldn't post it out there. But I guess, I don't know, Kino Casino kind of did it. Kino Casino was, you know, talking about Endgame and all this shit before they confronted Phil or they befriended Phil. And Phil, like an idiot, fell for it. So I guess, I don't know, Repzion, maybe he's going to take that tack. But it looks like Phil failed to see PPP Kino Casino. Yeah, I know. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that Phil did learn a lesson from that. He's not that stupid. I know we call him stupid and we make fun of him, but come on, he's not Cyrax, okay? He's not Cyrax when it comes to that. You know, he's Cyrax in many other ways, but, you know, he's not that insane yet, okay? He hasn't fully embraced the Cyrax lifestyle and the Cyrax mentality. He's getting there, but he hasn't there. He's desperate, yes. I think that's Dirty. I think that's a good observation. He is desperate. So he might say, well, you know what? Let me try to milk Onicia or Repzion for as much as I can. Maybe we can do content together. And we'll see. Chris Hansen showing up to Onicia's house was some funny shit. You know what? I never really followed the Onicia stuff. I heard about it, but I never really got into it. I never did a deep dive on the whole Onician thing. So I heard that was crazy and insane. So that's probably why I didn't bother jumping on it. So yeah, so I guess real quick in my take, I think Repzion is trying to buddy troll Phil, and he's looking to maybe do an interview with him, maybe give him a good interview initially, and then maybe, you know, have him believe that maybe they can do gaming content together, and then, you know, we can probably see something like a Grill Phil segment every so often. So I guess Repzion is taking the Kino Casino approach to buddy troll Phil. That's the extent of it. My only issue is I don't know why he posted this. And he's been dropping hits here and there. I know him and Ames have been going back and forth on their timeline. And Ames apparently isn't a big fan of Repzion. So he did make some notations and some comments about trolling Phil. So Repzion, I'm sorry. Now that I'm covering it right here, if DSP didn't hear about these tweets, he'll hear about it now. He probably is hearing it right now. And he's probably going to your Twitter right now and combing through your Twitter feed to see what else you had to say about DSP. So I'm sorry if I ruined your LARP or whatever, but we'll see. Anyway, as it relates to Repzion befriending Phil, whatever. It's content. It's all content to me. I don't mind. I don't really care. Good luck, Repzion. Good luck. I don't know what he can really get out of Phil, but if he can get some content out of him, that would be great. I wouldn't mind him collabing with Phil and then, you know, getting a Grill Phil segment and him snaking him. That'd be pretty cool. He is pathetic. Phil is pathetic. Phil is that fat girl in high school that has no friends and tries their hardest to befriend everyone. And, you know, she's the one that the cute girls, right? The cute, hot girls befriend. And they make her believe that the quarterback of the high school is into her. You know, fool her like that. The whole Carrie situation. That's right. That's DSP in a nutshell. So I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see how things go. If there's more to come, I'll keep tracking it. But apparently last night, Repzion did befriend Phil again, and they did play a session of Arc Raiders. And that was super boring. It was dull. But that's pretty much it for Repzion. There's nothing else out there. unless of course he can score an interview with Phil. And of course it probably won't be on his channel. It'll probably be on DSP's channel. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's telegraphing a little bit too much, but we'll see. Anyway, that's really all I have to say about Repzion. I've really had no interaction with him so far, or even in the past. I just know that he had a pretty big channel and he's kind of died off. And it looks like he's looking to farm another locale. And that locale, of course, is DSP, the biggest locale of them all. Yeah, so more to come on that. I got nothing else really to add to it. Unless you guys have any more lore about Repzion, you guys could type it in the chat. That would be great. But we'll see. If you're not following him or you're not on Twitter, he has a Twitter page and he does post a lot. So I was going through his comments and very interesting, very interesting comments in here. So I guess now that we talked about it, DSP will probably either abandon being friends with Repzion, call him a filthy detractor, or he might double down and do that interview. So we'll see how things go. Hopefully there would be an interview and Repzion could shit all over him and make content. That would be funny, but who the fuck knows? All right, let's move on to more interesting things. That's all I really have about Repzion. The surprising thing about Repzion is that, like, his channel was huge, and it just seems like recently it just died off. Like, his live streams don't really get that many views, and his videos are like not good. I mean, he's DSP numbers here, so I don't know if he makes more. Like, I don't know if his Twitch is bigger. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at his Twitter. That's his Twitter. Let's look at his Twitch real quick. Twitch. He doesn't have a Twitch. What happened? Did his Twitch get removed? I don't know. All right, whatever. It's not that interesting. It's not that deep or interesting at this point, so we'll see. John says, I know a little bit about Repzion. Well, let's give us some Repzion lore, brother. Come on. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I've gotten like 10 messages from different people that asked me and said, do I know anything about Repzion? Have you been noticing Repzion on the stream? And I pretty much said, no, I don't really know who he really is, but I can dig into him. And I noticed that he was big. He was a big Onision troll. And, you know, his channel was pretty big, and then it just kind of died off. So that's kind of the extent of it. The guy is just a nerd. Yeah, I mean, just according to his I mean, he mostly plays like Fortnite, and it looks like he plays a lot of viral games. So anything kind of popular, it's just viral games. I see a lot of Fortnite. He's playing Arc Raiders. I don't know. Duty's got hundreds of messages. People messaging me, email me, calling me, texting me. Everyone asking me about my opinion of Repzi. And I really don't have that much of an opinion of Repzi. It just seems like he's a bit of a troll looking to troll Phil. That's kind of like the extent that I see with Repzion. So I wish him luck. I wish him the best. If he can get us content to mock Phil in 2026, I'm all for that. I really am. Well, he was big in the skeptic era of YouTube. Okay, so very similar to like Cambion, Steve Cambion. He was also a massive Onision detractor. Yep, that's what I see. I see a lot of Onision stuff with him. Let's see. He was actually sued by Onision. Oh, okay. Oh, he was the one. I did hear about that. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Big up Repzion, man. I got no beef with you, brother. But if you are going to get into the Snortex and the Vortex, do me a favor, man. Make it interesting, okay? Make it interesting. Make it fun. Give us some content that we can react to. Make it good, okay? Make it good. And also, brother, don't give him any money, all right? Don't give him any money. I know you super chat him a few times, brother, but it turns off a lot of the detractors. And if you want detractors to kind of like your content, watch your content, that's a kind of not a red pill. That's a pill too hard for many to swallow in the Vortex. So that's the only advice I'm gonna give you, brother. He's giving him whales too late. What do you mean? He's giving him whales? I haven't seen any whales come in from the Repzion thing. Dude, I don't think he has that kind of... He doesn't have that kind of clout, brother. He doesn't. That is where the famous picture of Onision in the beanie in a suit wearing a bulletproof vest came from. Gotcha. Okay. John, thank you for the Repzion lore. Anyway, I'm gonna keep following him. I did sub to his channel, so we'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna try to capture one of his live streams. So I'll check out one of his live streams and I'll report back if I hear anything. So yeah, that cork. Yeah, yes. I remember that now. Good God, yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. Oh Lord, we're gonna have to delve into a little bit. Anyway, that's all I got on Repzion. If we get more, I'll let you know. But that's it. That's all I have for Repzion. Okay. All right. Let's get back into what we're here for, and of course, that's for DSP and his shenanigans. That's right. And what did I title this stream? I titled this stream today. The stream was called what did I call it? DSP's emergency business meeting, which of course is going to be today. During the podcast, wage quits, and Repzion. Okay, so we did cover Repzion already. So, yes, it's 2026, and how many wage quits have we done so far? We're up to what, 4 so far? Good Jesus, man! And we know he's gonna wage quit Hightail. He did that yesterday during the unrecorded beg segment last night. He did say he's not going to play Hightail anymore, which of course we all know is the spiritual successor to Minecraft. He just should have played Minecraft. It's the same exact fucking thing. It's the same thing. And of course he played it the same way. Extremely boring. All right, let's go back. Let's go look at some content. Let's see here. Kino Casino reacts to... You know what? Let's watch this one. This one is pretty funny. This is Kino Casino reacting to DSP's pathetic Christmas, and of course we know that Fat Cat did not get any Christmas presents. Oh my Lord. Let's see here, John. I think currently we have more failed streams than successful streaming. Yes, I think I mentioned that. Let's see, what are we? Today's what, the 14th. So he's done literally what, 14 days. You take away 2 streams that he didn't do, so we're talking about 12 streams. Literally half of them he didn't hit the goal. Half of them he didn't hit the goal. Jesus. And it's not like the dents are coming back in full force and wailing out on him on the next stream. But that's what used to happen. What used to happen was he would get 2 or 3 streams where it would be low support. He would cry about it. And then the whales would come in and drop massive cash on him. And literally he would hit 3 or 4 goals. That's not happening anymore at all, man. That's not happening. Even the Street Fighter where he made the whale call to Jack Raxter and Game Tricker. Jack Raxter came in, dropped $100 on the super chat, and of course Phil had to question him and say, "Why did you super chat me?" And that was it. He made like 2 something and then nothing else. So all right, let's go back. We're gonna watch the Kino Casino Christmas one, which was pretty funny. Let's see. Where is this? You know what? No, let's look at the Street Fighter first one, because I think it was funny that here it is, Jack Raxter. Let's look at the Jack Raxter one here. This is where you could tell he was so annoyed and pissed off. So you don't know, Phil brought back Street Fighter for 1 stream because of course he didn't hit goals for 4 streams, and he needed Jack Raxter to come out and wheel out for him, right? So here's the video here of Phil receiving that donation. And you can see the utter he was so pissed the fuck off. He was so pissed off at Jack Raxter.
After an hour, I couldn't take it. I literally could not take the game. It was atrociously bad. So I said, what are we going to do? Well, I already got set up for Street Fighter. Let's go. I decided to do something. Oh,
here it is, folks, right here. Here it is.
Hold on.
Here it is,
nice.
Folks. Nice.
Thank you, Jax.
Jack
Jax
Raxter came in to save the business.
Let's have an awesome animation.
And real quick, on Thursday, remember Thursday, don't forget Thursday, I did say this. On my last stream on Thursday, I said the only reason why he's bringing Street Fighter back is because support is slow as fuck, and he needs one of his old-time whales to come in and support. And apparently he probably messaged, he messaged fucking Jack Raxter. He said, Jax, I need you to come out, brother. I'm bringing back Street Fighter just for you, but I need at least $100. I need $100 and a tip, right? And apparently he didn't want to tip him for whatever reason. He dropped a $100 super chat. And our boy Phil was not happy. Yes, this was prearranged support. Yeah, nothing like prearranged support. And he wasn't happy at all. Like, you can actually, because Jack Raxter typically tips. Jack Raxter usually tips $25. Sometimes he does 50. On rare occasions, he'll drop $100, and it's all tip money. He didn't do it this time. He did a super chat. I guess he didn't feel like logging into PayPal or whatever. Well, we're gonna get into why he wasn't happy. All right, so he acknowledges the super chat, right? And then of course he stops and has to tell Jax, "Hey Jax, don't leave. I got a question for you."
Here.
Yeah, Jack Rax is working that.
Love that animation.
He's working
that
third
super
bankruptcy.
long for an insanely large contribution tonight. Thank you for the support, Jax.
Right. All right, come on, go ahead, say it. Watch, look at him.
I feel like the volume should be even louder on that.
By the way, what he's doing here is he's checking to see if he also received a tip from Jack Raxter. Like, I think he thought maybe he sent me $25 in a tip and then did the $100 super chat, right? That's what he probably thought happened. So he's checking his tips now.
Yeah, it should be like 30%.
30% is what YouTube took.
I just saved it. Let's see if it plays it
from
better.
your super chat.
Because I'm going to shout it out, but I want to actually play it again. I'm trying to get all the volume levels correct.
Sure, Phil.
Let's
Sure.
see how it sounds. I'm going to do it again. Oh, Flatman, thank you for that. I didn't even see that one come in.
This
Thank you,
audio
Flatman.
is so
Okay.
fucked up. Oh, Lord.
By the way, Jax, I have a question for you in a second, but let me read out your contribution and all of that.
Okay, all right. First of all, he barely thanked him. He said, "Wow, that's a generous super chat," or whatever the fuck he said, right? And then, of course, he goes to check to make sure that there was no tip there, right? Which there wasn't. Tally, there was no tip. And then, of course, he has to chastise and do an audit to determine why exactly, motherfucker, did you not support me appropriately? And yes, his old PayPal is back. By the way, he didn't tell anyone, which is a surprise. He didn't tell anyone that he's now using his old PayPal. We'll get into that. But I know we talked about it last week. It just goes to show that I think what happened was he got suspended. He either got suspended or his account was in the negative. It was one of those two. Because like I said, it's probably going to be down 4 or 5 days and then it'll return. That's exactly what happened. He's so hard up for money that he has to create a brand new account just to make sure that people can still tip him. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit. All right, so he's sitting there or whatever. Okay, let's go to the
Asmongold
question.
interview that went incredibly well. I got a big boost of attention and support for a while. We're kind of leveling out now back to where we were, but
Bro, that shit died out 3 weeks ago, brother. You had a week of support and it died out. The viewership tanked, everything was gone. Even your sub count dropped. I think last time I checked, he ended up getting like 7,000 subs subbing to his channel. That shit dropped by like 3K. 3,000 people. They're like, yeah, this is garbage. I don't want this in my feed.
Everything is good. I fully upgraded my Jasper, doing great.
Who cares?
They were having an issue tipping me, and I'm like, that's weird because I'm still getting tips.
Oh, here it is.
And said they were having an issue. Yeah, if you could tag me. Is there a reason why you did a super chat? Because typically you used to tip. The reason I'm asking is because there was a longtime regular who just contacted me and said they were having an issue tipping me, and I'm like, that's weird because I'm still getting tips. And then all of a sudden they tried it and it worked. So I just want to be sure there's no issues with my PayPal. If you could let me know you purposefully did the super chat. It wasn't anything to do with my tips, right? Just please let me know because I'm just concerned. I want to make sure there's no problems.
Okay, what he's doing here is, of course, he doesn't want to sound like a douchebag, and he doesn't want it to get him back to Asmongold, right? Asmongold. He doesn't want to get back to him, right? Because he's still holding out the potential that the interview might still occur or whatever, right? So what he does is he couches this as oh, by the way, what the hell's going on? Like, what exactly is happening, folks? Hint, hint. And he was doing that in a way to say, all right, you didn't have a problem with my tips. I expect you to tip me, brother. So now that you send me $100 super chat, I need you to tip me, brother. I need you to tip me. So please tip me. Hit refresh if you're having problems with YouTube. Fucking YouTube, man. Good God. At this point, I don't think it's YouTube. I think it's my issue. because I don't know what's going on, man. I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. Hit refresh. If it's still a problem, let me know. I'll restart the stream. I gotta get this shit fixed because it's quite fucking annoying. All right, it doesn't seem like it's a problem with everybody. So if it's not a problem with everybody, then it must be a YouTube issue then. Yeah, because it seems like most people can whatchamacallit. It's just YouTube. It's in and out. Do me a favor, if you're in and out, just lower your bit rate. Because again, that's not my issue, that's a YouTube issue. Excuse me. Alright, okay. It's buffering for me. Alright, just lower your bit rate. I mean, lower your lower it from 1080p down to 720 or 480, see if that works. I'm so sorry. Not YouTube. Yeah, I know. It seems to be YouTube. YouTube is having a fucking issue, man. And the thing is, it's not everybody. I think it depends on what server you connect to. I think that's the fucking issue. And it's quite fucking annoying. It's pissing me off. I'm like Phil now. It's pissing me off. It only happens when I watch your stream duty. Then if it's just, then it's probably just me, man. Fucking. I refuse to lower my rate. Sorry. No problem here. Yeah, it seems like it's some people. It seems like it's not others, man. I'm so sorry, bro. I hate this because it's quite annoying. I don't like streaming and then you guys having a problem because it's quite fucking annoying. Can you explain something to me, Duty, since you understand pignosis better than me? In what world or universe, vermins like rats are cute? They're not. I think rats are disgusting. Even rabbits. I classify rabbits in the category of vermin as well. Like squirrels, rabbits, rats. They're all in the same fucking bucket. I don't find them to be cute or attractive either. All they do is spread disease. The people that like them are a bunch of fucking weirdos. So, there you go. I agree with you there.
Okay, and then Flatman did a 222 super chat and said, I'll be home soon. See you all. Jesus bless you. Thank you for that.
Oh, Flatman B, super chat.
Flatman, we'll see you in a few. Definitely appreciate you being here to help moderate tonight, because when I'm playing, I can't moderate, and that's when these idiots take advantage, obviously. In addition to that, I received my first tip of the night.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
I got a $50 tip from Lisa Lou.
I love it, brother. I love it. It just, okay, who comes out to support the stream when Phil's having a bad stream? He missed 5 goals, and who are the 2 dents that come out to support? OIC and Jack Rackster. And he wants people to believe, he literally wants people to believe that none of this shit is none of this is planned. None of this shit. It's just amazing. Lower quality buffering, even worse now. I'm so sorry, man. You know what? If it still acts up, we'll just cut the stream, because I hate streaming like this, because it just it ruins the podcast for people. So I'm very sorry. Let's see if we can push through it.
With tear emoji.
Stoner Fox, brother. Thank you, Stoner Fox, for being a member. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you, brother. So there was no issue with tips. No, there was no issue with tips. No. He just wanted to highlight that with Jack Rackster, because Jack Rackster normally tips. And he was waiting for a $100 tip. He was waiting for a $100 tip from Jax, and he sent them a super chat. Now, most people don't give a shit. Most people, it's like, oh, whatever, $100 is $100. The problem here is that YouTube takes 30% of that super chat. So he literally only made $70. $70 on top of the $70 taxes. So, you know, he walked away with maybe about $50 if he's lucky. He walked away with $50. And that was difficult for Phil because the day off was on Saturday. Let's not forget he had a day off on Saturday. And he needs that money. He really, really does. So if you don't know, tips, he can take out the same day. So he was counting on that money from the Friday stream to fund the day off because he's fucking broke. That's right. He's literally wasting hundreds of dollars on fucking armrest, mouses, and lo and behold, look at what he has here. When we watched the Daily Wrap today, he added a new thing, and I don't think he mentioned it. I don't think he mentioned it, but he added a new thing to his stream, and of course, it's a stand. It's a stand that had RGB lightings, which I think charges the headsets. I think it charges the headset. I don't know. But it was such a fucking waste of money. This shit is a waste of fucking money. There's no reason why you have to pay for this shit. And we'll dig into that when we watch the Daily Wrap. That's right. You can see it in the background right here. He doesn't have the RGB lights on, but there it is back there. It's all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see it on my streamer. But pathetic, Phil. Pathetic. All right, that's it for that one. It was just short. I just wanted to watch him ask why, brother, why Jack Raxter, why'd you do me wrong? Why'd you not give me $100 tip and gave me a fucking super chat? And of course, we know that super chat doesn't help. It doesn't help because he doesn't get that super chat until next month. God, I miss those days. Remember those days when Phil used to tell us that, he preferred you to tip him because he gets that money right away versus a super chat where if you send him a super chat, he doesn't get it until the next month. Oh, just amazing. I love it. Well, he made $70, so $30 for you, $30 for YouTube, and then I guess if you take away taxes, he walked away with like $50. So he wasn't happy. And then of course OIC had to come in and drop some cash. So OIC did come in and drop a $50 tip. So I guess that helped. Yes, I did mention that just now. Did you notice his new art? Yes, I think he spent like $100 on that shit. That being said, actually looked it up on Amazon. Or Alt looked it up, and I think he spent like over $100 on it, which is just insane. Duty, Phil said you're an idiot. I probably am an idiot. That's okay though. I mean, I guess idiots know other idiots. Idiots know other idiots. So, he's able to acknowledge one of his kind. And that's okay. I don't mind being called an idiot. All right, let's go here. All right, so that was the Street Fighter. Let's watch the Kino Casino. By the way, I still keep hearing Kino Casino shitting on Duty in his clips. First of all, I just want to let you know. That was one fucking video, okay? One video where I missed the fucking clip. I missed one clip or one segment that they were expecting to watch. I missed it, and then they've just been crapping all over my clips. So, you know what, Kino Casino? Fuck you. How about that? Go clip your own shit. Go sit on Phil's stream for 10 hours a day and clip your own content. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. We're good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying to do a little bit better with my clips. I'm trying to tighten it up. So, you'll see that. You're going to see a better... You're gonna, both of them, like, we're all good. Me and Kino Casino are good. It's just, they like dumping on me because I normally don't fight back or whatever. Duty has a good sense of humor, okay? And Duty's fine. Duty can handle when people are razzing him or talking shit about him. It's all good. So that's why. It's all good. No, Kino, no. And I like Worski. Worski's a funny dude. Worski's a nice guy. PPP's standoffish. He's all right, but... Worski's a nice guy, so me and him like cats, so we have that in common. Okay, all right, so let's watch this here. This was a good one. This was their reaction to Phil and being wifeless. That was a good one. So we're gonna watch this clip next. Let's get into it.
I need that money.
They continue on with the Christmas situation.
Oh, Lord.
So now we have Phil's sad,
he's clipless,
pathetic, miserable Christmas. Let's go through it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna lower the desktop, raise you here.
That's true.
It's a lot louder. Sorry, folks. 1 second.
Yeah, and let's be honest here. They normally like to watch Memology because I'm not gonna lie, Memology's clips are tight as fuck. You know what I mean? Like he'll give you like a 10-minute video, but he'll give you all the good pieces. I'm more of a raw clipper. Like, I'm just going to give you content. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not. So they like a lot of the Memology stuff. But Memology's been slacking with the clips. Memology might do one clip a day if you're lucky. You know what I mean? So it's either watch me or watch nobody. So, or clip it yourself. So I don't know what to do. But I am committing to doing better clips, okay? I'm going to tighten up my clips a little bit more. It'll be cleaner, and I'll try to clean up the audio a little bit. By the way, I have been editing the background music, so you don't have to hear that nonsense. So, give me credit for that at least. So, all right, dude, what is this with the frequency of ads? I don't know. That's not me. That's YouTube. I have it on the lowest setting for ads. So, YouTube's going insane. Memology's right. Duty is loose. I am. It's fine. I mean. It is what it is. I'm trying to be a little tighter. My apologies. 2026, that's my New Year resolution, is to get tighter with my clips, okay? All right. I love that you removed that shit. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you acknowledge me. All right.
It's good.
Listen, I got 2
You think the ads are causing the buffer? All right, hold on a second. Let me. I'm gonna do you guys a solid. How about this? Look, no one can say that Duty Streams is greedy. Okay, you can never say that Duty is a greedy individual. All right, I'm gonna shut off the ads. Okay, can I get a round of applause for Duty shutting off the ads? He's gonna shut off the ads. Okay, I'm tired of you bitching about it. I'm tired of you complaining about it. All you complainers, all you do is complain. Look, Duty's gonna do everyone a solid, all right? I'm gonna shut off the ads. Hopefully I can. Monetization. All right, there you go. No more ads. Round of applause again. No more ads. No more ads. There you go. No more ads. You pay for premium. Big up, Stoner. That's right.
I pay for premium. Smiling face with tear emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
All right, there you go.
On the floor laughing emoji.
Yeah, and by the way, you guys can get an Argentinian YouTube premium. It's like 3 cents a month. So, hint, hint. There you go. All right.
2.5 days to myself coming up with the fam. Because incredibly generous to
Oh,
guys.
and
says
thank
you're
you,
working
thank
too
you
much, you
for,
should take more time off to spend with your family. I'm literally taking 2.5 days off starting tomorrow.
It's all he
Thank you, Stoner. I appreciate the support, brother. Thank you, thank you.
2.5 Christmas
Use the word half.
2.5 days off, buddy. So
Half day count.
Does it really?
YouTube keeps detracting. Tech, I'm sorry, brother. Thank you for the 2. I shut off ads, so I did everything I could on my
keep
part.
detracting.
Yeah, they're losers. They're the DSP of video streaming. Thank you, Tech. I appreciate the 2.
Because you still worked Christmas Eve. So he took off Christmas Day and Boxing Day and was right back in there on the fucking 27th, right? Bright and early there, because he's too poor to take a vacation, even around Christmas time.
VPN's like $20 a year, brother. You do know that, right? VPN, like even the cheapest NordVPN, I think it's $20 a month. I mean, $20 a year. VPN is super cheap. That's what I have. I have NordVPN. I get it I renew every 2 years, and I think I get it for like $40 for 2 years, brother. It's not expensive. VPN's cheap.
He's a miserable, sad, broke bum.
What a piece of shit.
I got a daytime stream, and then after that, we relax. Relax for a couple days. It's gonna be fun.
By the way, that was pretty fucking pathetic that Phil actually streamed on fucking Christmas Eve. You would think he would take Christmas Eve off. Like, come on, man. Take Christmas Eve off. Who the fuck? Nobody. He didn't hit his goal on Christmas Eve. That was another thing. I don't think he hit his goal on Christmas Eve. And you claim you have a wife and she's still there. You could have spent time with her. But again, it just goes to show that that's bullshit. It's just more proof that divorce coin is skyrocketing and that she's gone. She's been gone for fucking months. You guys know I've been saying for a while, she's been gone since like July. Ever since he went to Connecticut or whatever, or went to go see his dying mom again. I think she left. So that's just my take on it. Jar Bar, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a 1 minute man investor. I appreciate it. And thank you all, you guys. You guys see that I gave up the ad revenue, and you guys have come in and engaged and supported. So I appreciate that.
By the way, his work literally includes talking about what he's buying for the first 2 hours and then playing games badly. What a
it's not really work, is it? Like,
Let's
today he was like breaking down about how stressed he is and the burden that he has to go through and the anxiety. And it's like, brother, you play video games all day, every day for a living.
Dude, even at that size, brother, there are people, man. There are people that are into it. Trust me. There are people that are into bigly women like that, okay? And like I said, I don't think she's ugly. Like, she doesn't have an ugly face. So if you're big, the more cushion for the pushing, and you got at least a pretty face. I mean, you could find somebody that's gonna be into you. Somebody's gonna like it. So, and we know. Let's be truthful. Any brothers in the house? The brothers, they like them thick. All right, and that's not racist. That's not stereotypical. The brothers will tell you that. Where's Pico? Pico, where you at, brother? Pico's an urban style person. Pico will tell you honestly that they like them thick. All right. Big Dave, brother, thank you for being a member. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the momentum. Thank you, brother.
Bro.
Man, it must have been tough playing. Well, honestly, today was a tough day for him. That game does suck. I don't care what. Look, I'll say when he's like, that game's horrible.
Yeah.
He was right
Come
about
on,
that.
Urban
What was it
Style
called?
brother. Where my-
Code Veronica?
I want my Urban Style brothers to come into the chat. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Interactive portion. All right, let's start a poll. Brothers, Urban Styles. Urban Styles. Do you like them thick?
I need that money.
All right, there you go. This is only for black people in the chat, all right? For black people
Big
or...
ups to no ads. Clapping hands emoji.
Warren,
Clapping
thank you,
hands
brother.
emoji.
Thank you, Warren. I
Clapping
appreciate
hands
that.
emoji.
Thank you for the $1.99. You know what? Going forward, if it is a problem and it is the ads, I will just shut off the ads.
Cyrax should move in his spare room peak content.
Yes, that would be the ultimate low-cal collaboration. Cyrax and Phil. That's right. God, can you imagine the delusion? No, both those motherfuckers are so psychotic and delusional. They'd end up probably Minecrafting each other because they would think the other one is a tractor.
I really do. I need that money.
Warren, thank you for the $1.99. Ken, thank you for the
$75
$1.99.
for 2 hours is apparently bad money.
Yes, of course it is, because he needs to hit that magical goal, that magic number of 150. And if he doesn't hit that magic goal of 150, it's tough. It's tough. Okay, how about this? All right, so the poll that I just posted right now is for urban style people. That doesn't mean you're just black, okay? That can mean that you're Puerto Rican, you live in the hood, you're a white person, but you live in the hood, you grew up in the hood. It applies to all those people, okay? That's why I put urban style. I didn't put I put urban style. I didn't put blacks, okay? But I know the look, Duty was an urban style individual, okay? And I know they like them thick. So, yeah, look, and the poll don't lie. 56 votes. I got a lot of urban style people here. 56 votes so far. 75 said yes. 25 said no. I like them a little thick from time to time. It depends, but you got to have some other stuff. And then the Radical Jaws, brother, thank you for the 279. All right. Let's see. William said, I need a thick one because I'm too much for a small chick. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You don't want to break them, brother. You don't want to break them. I understand, brother. I understand. All right. I appreciate all the engagement. No, I don't like them like fat. No, thick is different. Okay, you guys need to understand that when you say thick is a little bit different than fat. Like if you just jiggly and you obese, no. No. But if you like a little bit big and you got some hips and you got some culo, you know what I mean? Some nice breast. That's what I mean by thick. You know what I mean? Thick. And like when you touch them, like the type of chick that you punch them, like you punch them in the ass or punch them in the back, it's just not all jiggly. You know what I mean? You feel some actual muscle. You feel some thickness. That's what I'm talking about when I mean thick. Okay?
Cold Violet? You told him it was going to be shit, and he
Only
didn't
thick
listen.
Latinas.
Yes. What can you say?
What a piece of shit. It looks like
But
shit.
by the way, like the game is shit, right?
Mm.
You'd think that you could get a fun stream out of a shit game.
Yes, make
But
fun
no.
of it. Yeah.
Like, Phil just can't figure out how to actually entertain anybody, even with something that could be really entertaining.
I'll put it this way, like Nelly Furtado is thick. She's thick now. She's super thick now. Like the AT&T chick. What's her name? The Russian chick, the AT&T phone chick. She's no longer the phone, but she was the phone chick. She's thick. Now that's nice. That's robust right there.
Entertaining to tear into and make fun of and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do, guys.
Occasionally, brother, you need to punch a shorty, okay? You need to punch him, all right? You got to show him who's boss. You got to show him who's fucking alpha, okay? So occasionally, just punch him in the back every so often is okay. Miss Duty's okay with it, trust me. Miss Duty's all right with it.
It's a failure, I guess.
He rage quit when he died randomly. Remember, he died and it was like nothing happened. He just died.
Yeah, she's Russian. Their name is Melina. Yeah, that sounds Russian to me, brother. That's her right. That's her name. I'm just. She's something. She's I don't know. She's from somewhere in the continent of Asia. There you go, near Russia, whatever. I'm assuming she's Russian.
He turns off the PS5.
Yeah,
right. He
Donkey Punch,
leaves the game.
Punch.
But I'm like, this is the
Yeah,
perfect
Melanie,
content.
Yeah, she's thick. She's thicker now than she was before. But to me, she's thick.
make fun of and go like, look at
One
this,
of the-
and make fun of the devs and shit. Like,
one of the best genres of games for streamers are shitty games, like the Golem game. Everybody streamed that and made fun of it.
Is
But
Ukrainian?
somebody brought
There
up
you
in
go.
chat here, Phil made it so
Super hot.
boring. It was terrible.
oh man.
Well, it's partly that, King James. Yeah, Phil was seething at it because it showed a woman's ass, and Phil's gay.
Yeah, he's
and
gay.
cringe.
By the way, did you hear what the
He's
fucking
gay!
dev said? The dev said they didn't want it on PC,
Yeah, donkey
so
punch it.
no one would make mods of her.
Take it from the
nude.
back.
Yet the first.
Look, if you want a woman, all right. This is some love life advice from Duty. All right. If you and your lady are getting, sexy time, right? And you take it from the back, right? You go, you give, you're in the back, right? Doggy style, whatever. Give him a good donkey punch in the back, brother. Trust me. She will be shocked at first, maybe a little bit mad, but she'll love you forever, brother. That's some life advice from Duty Streams right there. That's some romance advice from you.
First hour is her ass in the camera. What the fuck is going on? Okay, you retards.
Oh God, no. All right, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm ashamed to say that you guys know I fly a lot, right? I fly it out. I fly a lot. It's the reason why I always try to fly with like a business class in the front where there's 2 seats and they're bigger, because every fucking time I fly, I fly probably like 3 or 4 times a month. I use the airline. I fly to different places. I do fly a lot. It's quite annoying, right? Every fucking time I get a fucking obese person sitting next to me. Always. Never fails. And it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a man too, man. They're just big, man. Yeah, I want to donkey punch him. Yes, I want to donkey punch him. No fail, bro. To the point now that if I fly like Sprint or if I fly Frontier, right? Which I rarely don't, but if I fly Frontier, I always get the front 2. I always get the seat, and I actually fucking buy 2 seats. I buy the window seat, and then I buy the middle seat. I always do. Always fucking buy those seats. I don't give a fuck if I don't care. I like to fly in comfort. Okay? I wish I could afford a fucking airplane. I would, but I can't. It's too expensive. But it doesn't fucking matter, man. And it's like, man. It's so fucking annoying, man. It is. And again, I know they can't help it. You know what I mean? If someone's big, they're big. Whatever. You know what I mean? But good God, man. It's like, damn, man. I remember. Oh, here's a story here. United Airlines. I'll never fly United Airlines ever fucking again, right? Because I had booked the flight. It was to go to. I was going to PA. I was going to Pennsylvania. I had to go there for some business. Take care of, right? United fucking Airlines, right? I booked the flight, and it was pretty crowded. Like I think it was booked, and then I guess they overbooked it, right? So I had to get somewhere like in the 20th row, which is the 3-seaters, right? I bought 2 seats. I bought my window seat and I bought the middle fucking seat. Apparently they oversold it, right? And at the very end of the flight, they noticed that the seat was empty. The stewardess came to me and she was like, can you move your stuff? And I was like, well, no, I bought this seat. I buy 2 seats. And they're like, yeah, we understand, but we overbooked, blah, 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 and someone needs to sit here. And I'm like, you know what? Do I make a big stink out of this and get thrown the fuck out and get arrested and all this shit? Because I was pissed the fuck off. And I was trying to explain to the person, well, look, I paid for these 2 seats, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we overbooked. And I was like, that's your problem. Like, I didn't overbook it. You overbooked it. Like, why are you penalizing me? Again, it wasn't her fault. She wasn't the person fucking, booking the flights or whatever. So, of course, I was nice and I said, okay, I understand. I was like, and I asked her, I was like, are there any empty seats where I can move to? And she was like, no, sir, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, great. So what am I going to do now? She's like, don't worry. She gave me a paper. She said, give this, you'll get reimbursed. Plus, you'll actually get some extra money. Long story short, they're really nice to me. They gave me free food. They gave me free snacks. They gave me free drinks. And they gave me a voucher or whatever. So I went to the whatchamacallit. They ended up giving me my money for my ticket. And they actually had to reimburse me. I think it was like $200 or whatever it was. So, again, it's always nice to be nice to people, even when you're fucking annoyed. I was very annoyed. But yeah, that's my airline story. That's some duty lore right there. Very annoying.
Nothing here 1-8 Tuesday. Same here, Mo.
And I know I sound very fucking entitled. Yeah, I know, I get it. I know I'm coming off like an entitled douchebag, but you know, I like to be comfortable. I'm sorry. Well, the moral of the story is be nice to people because it wasn't their fault. Even though I got fucked, it wasn't their fault. So, and I got some nice stuff out of it. I got those delicious like cinnamon crackers that they have. They offered me alcohol. I said no. They gave me 2 sodas. They gave me coffee. Didn't have to pay for any of that. So there you go. They even offered food, but I don't like airlines.
My wife and I stopped exchanging Christmas gifts years ago. We just treat each other to food.
So Phil is not getting. Nice one there, Philip. So out there, my Phil, reading that one, huh?
Yeah, just buy her pizza.
So,
Snack pizza?
Phil, got Cat no Christmas gifts. I think we covered that on the show before we left.
I
but
agree.
Now he
I
just
should get
eats
what I
her
paid
food
for.
instead. Well, that's how we go.
Yes, those Belvita crackers are fucking amazing. Yes, they give you 1, but I ended up getting like 3 packs. They gave me another snack that you had to pay for, which is really nice. The stewardess, the attendant, was very nice, and she could tell that I handled it appropriately. Like, I wasn't mean, I wasn't rude. I said, okay, that's fine. I talked to her nicely. She even came by twice and thanked me. She was like, I really appreciate it. She's like, you don't know how many times this happens, and I get into an argument with the person, and it's very frustrating. And I told her, I was like, well, I know it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. You didn't book the flights or whatever. And it just happens. It's not a big deal. And she was very nice and courteous, and it was a good time. It was annoying. I had a bigly person next to me, but it's fine. Thankfully, they smell good. They didn't smell bad. They actually showered, they washed their ass, and they wore a little bit of cologne, and they were okay. I mean, you know, she crowded my armrest, which was annoying, but it's fine.
Got into this nuts in the first place there, no, Phil? Holy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for us, it's more about spending time together. It's more important for us to be able to spend time together, to relax.
Well, I mean, if she would have been Fubar, if she really wanted to thank me, she would have told me to go back to the lounge and, you know, have a good time. That would have been a great Bang Bus story. Yes.
Music.
Buddy, are you not
Bang Bus
watch
video?
something? You know what I mean?
Are you not gonna buy? Are you not gonna just buy your? Even if
No,
it's
I'm not gonna
something
review the
small
cologne.
and thoughtful. You know what I mean?
It was very mild though. I don't like when people fucking take a bath in cologne. It's disgusting. Or perfume. There's no reason to take a bath in cologne and perfume. A little bit is fine. So she smelled really good. I'm assuming she had Pantene on because I smelled Pantene. I smelled a little bit of perfume. She wasn't sweaty. She didn't breathe hard either. Thank you, Jesus. My God. I can't stand people that breathe hard, that breathe out their mouth. No, she wasn't a mouth breather, so I was happy about that.
Man,
be with Jasper for the
Why
day.
would you like, he knows how much scrutiny he's under. Couldn't he just say I got her something? Like, we know he has no problem with lying.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. So
yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. I really don't know. Everything looks fine on my end, so I don't know why people are having issues. Like, you know, I can actually see how the streaming, the health of the stream, and it's okay. It's not an issue on my end. So I'm gonna have to troubleshoot it after the stream to figure out what the fuck's going on. So my apologies again. Sorry.
why not just say you got her something? You know, it's just weird.
Or just
Because he doesn't care.
Go. I don't want to talk about it. Or just, I don't know. I don't know why he's telling people this. It's like fodder for us.
More important to us than like, oh, here's a gift, a physical thing. You know?
Okay, wait. Pause. I gave gifts and received them, right? We also hung out and spent, like, you know what I mean? It's like he's acting like, I'm better than you. I don't give gifts. I care about.
As you all know, I celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. I'm not a materialist consumer like you guys.
Meanwhile, the guy's spending tens of thousands of dollars on a wrestling mobile game.
Yes, by the way, real quick, that is true. I don't think I did a video on this or didn't comment on it, but my God. This motherfucker didn't buy anything. He didn't buy his wife any fucking thing. He didn't buy anything. Shadow ban Duty's channel. I know they're not shadow banning me. It's like buffering every 2 minutes. It's just quite annoying. It's very fucking annoying. Do you guys want me to restart the stream? Maybe restarting the stream would help. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you want me to restart the stream? But if I restart the stream, I have to get you know, you guys have to promise to come back, watch, engage, and everything else. I hope so. You were behind every 2 minutes. Yes, please. It's probably YouTube. Nah, it's okay. It's not gonna help. Nah. All right. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm sending. My bit rate is super low. I'm sending like a 6,000 bit rate. So, and my Wi-Fi is good to go. My internet's good to go. I just checked right now my Wi-Fi. My download speed is 800 megabytes, and my download speed is like 500 megabytes. So it's not my internet. It works fine. Yeah, I think it's just some people, man. And again, my apologies. Just hit refresh. So sorry. So sorry.
Game, keyboards, monitors, the whole Black Friday spending.
He bought 19 mouse fucking wrist things. What are they called?
Wrist supports, keyboard, wrist support.
Yeah,
the
it is low.
He bought like 10.
He bought.
I normally stream at 15,000 bit rate, so I've had to lower it. Everyone told me do 8,000. I did 8,000, and now I dropped it to 6,000. So I don't know. Let me raise the bit rate, being that I'm only streaming on. One second. Being that I'm only streaming on YouTube, let me change my bit rate. Maybe that might help. All right. So right now, okay. So I upped it up to. I uprate my bit rate. Hold on a second. Yeah. Let me uprate it. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'm too low. Let's do 10,000. Let's do 10,000, folks. I'm gonna do 10,000 bit rate. All right, 10,000 bit rate. Okay, so I'm gonna hit close. All right. Okay. Now I up my bit rate. Maybe that might do something. Who the fuck knows? All right. Let's see. Let's see if that helps. If not, then I don't know what to fucking say, man. YouTube's being a bastard. All right. Okay. All right.
So many different models, and apparently none of them are up to his satisfaction or standard. Whoa, man. The wrist rest? Yeah, there you go. Wrist rest.
I'm not like you plebs who actually buy presents. Okay, weird flex.
It's not that big of a deal at all. Like a few weeks ago, we were out, and my wife needed some clothes, and I'm like, just get whatever you want.
Wow.
King. She got some fucking thrift store clothes or fucking fast fashion clothes off the they were at fucking Torrid, the fat bitch store, and she got to go nuts at fucking Torrid. Oh my god. Here's your new moo-moo, Catherine.
Okay. Again, when we talk about Phil and whether Kat left or not, this is the type of shit that solidifies my opinion that she's gone. What woman do you know would be okay with not getting something on Christmas? What woman would you know that would be like, yeah, that's fine. Even if you bought her shit beforehand, she would still want you to get her something for Christmas, right? I'll give you an example. Miss Duty, you guys know I bought her a car, right? I got it like 2 weeks before Christmas. I wasn't going to wait till Christmas to give it to her, right? Which, fine. But I got her something else that she can open up at Christmas time. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going to have her sitting there looking at everybody, you know, opening up presents and not have something at least. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything grand or whatever. But it was some pajamas and stuff like that. A few other things she wanted. Nothing grand. But she had something to open. You know what I mean? Yeah, she got a new car. Duty splurged this year on the missus. But who the fuck do you know would be okay? My wife would have probably fucking divorced me. Even though I did buy her car, she would probably fucking divorce me if I didn't have anything for her to open up on Christmas. And I'd be like, you know what? You're right. You should divorce me for me being a fucking idiot. It makes no sense. I'm sorry. And for Phil to sit here and act like, you know, oh, it's perfectly normal. Nah, man, it's not fucking perfectly normal. Fuck that. Have her feeling like, yeah, poor Jewish children. That's right. Get fucked, Jewish kids, on Christmas. Not even, brother. I know Jewish people. Parents buy their kids shit for Christmas. They have Christmas trees. Just because they're Jewish doesn't mean you can't celebrate the secular side of Christmas. I know thousands of Jews that celebrate Christmas, brother. And on Christmas Day, they get their kids shit. You know what I mean? They also do it for Hanukkah or whatever.
Pay for it. It's fine. You know, you get whatever you want.
No, she has to shop at Fabricland because she has to get all the fabric.
Right now, whatever you need.
Bro, Armor, that's fine. That's a different scenario. That's a different scenario. Everyone knows If you're not working, that's all good, brother. That's perfectly fine, man. And I'm pretty sure you probably did something nice for her on her birthday. Did you take her out or something? Did you do something nice? It doesn't have to be all about gifting. You know what I mean? You could do something nice for the person. What I'm saying is you did something for them. Phil did nothing. Phil literally just sat there, and according to Phil, he sat there and watched her make, or preheat shit in the microwave. And they had a Christmas dinner and watched Christmas movies. That's what they did on the Christmas. And open no presents. Okay, Phil, yeah, that sounds extremely fucking normal.
So she did. She bought some leggings. She bought like a dress. She bought this. Great. There you go. Merry Christmas. It's not like, oh, we buy stuff, we have to wrap it, and you have to unwrap it on Christmas Day. That's, again, that's what a family does with kids and stuff.
No, Phil. Before I ever had kids, every fucking Christmas, my wife would buy me shit. I'd buy my wife shit. We would open it up on Christmas. We would hang out. We would celebrate. And then we would either go to someone's house, or people would come over to our house. Every fucking Christmas, Phil. It's not something you only do when you have kids. Again, his logic is retarded because the man is retarded.
Phil, you fucking piece of shit.
Shout out
make
for the
others
moral
feel
support.
bad for buying presents? No, not only kids do that.
He's such a dirty fucking Scrooge bastard.
He is.
He always wants to look
Parents
down
some
his nose
shit,
at other people.
And why?
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the buffering ending.
It's like, oh, only kids actually receive presents. No,
This is the thing,
everyone
Phil.
does.
Like, you have.
Well, he's a consumer when it comes to himself. You notice he's okay with buying himself so much garbage and shit for himself. Like, he's not a Scrooge when it comes, like when you hear of Scrooge, you would think of someone who's cheap with themselves, who's cheap with other people, that, even though they have money, they go to soup kitchens because they don't want to pay for lunch, right? That's a Scrooge. Phil's not a Scrooge with himself. He's just a Scrooge with everyone else. You know what I mean? So he doesn't mind wasting money on himself. It's just he doesn't want to spend money on anyone else.
No family, you have no friends, nobody fucking likes you.
Big up,
All you
big
have
up.
is your
Good,
fat
good.
hostage that you make your hostage
Thank
by
you,
overfeeding
Jesus.
her and crippling her self-esteem by not
The
getting her
lagging is
Christmas
over.
presents so that she'll stay as your prisoner because she has no other options. That's your life, bro. And then the only people who give you money are either fucking demented and dented wheelchair fucking people or like sick fucks that like to dangle the money over you for a sense of power. That's your
true.
life, Phil.
That's true.
Stop pretending you're better than other people. Get a fucking grip.
The only reason I'm like sort of pissed about that is like to act.
So it seems like the buffering is ended. I wonder if it's because I upped my bitrate to 10,000. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe my bitrate wasn't high enough. So hopefully that's the thing. Okay, good. I'm not gonna flip on Kick, but the next stream I'm gonna try. I'm gonna probably do a test stream tonight of Kick and YouTube to see if that resolved the issue. And Eisenhorn with the big support, brother. Thank you for being a member. I know that you've been off and on, but bro, Eisenhorn has been a member since the very beginning. Shout out, brother. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Like it didn't show it, but Eisenhorn's been a member for like 15 months, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone else, all you guys just being out, hanging out, suffering through the buffering, which I know is a bitch pain in the ass, but I appreciate you guys being here. Let's hear Mark. What's up, Mark? Hi, duty. I think Kick will kick him out of the partner. Well, if he keeps up with his stupid bullshit, probably, yeah. All of the little shenanigans. And the motherfucker's not been turning on cross-platform for the PCI program where he makes money. I'm pretty sure that's the fucking thing. You can do different... Yes, I can. Yeah, Streamlabs, you can. You have to go into dual streaming. There's a setting for dual streaming, and then I can set different. I think I could do 10,000 on Kick. I'll just try, and if not, I guess Kick just gets fucked. You know what I mean? Fuck Kick. That's right.
Like, okay, if you're not gonna buy something, you do you. Then to act like you're
Yeah, I'm
better
doing
than people who
10,000
buy
now,
presents
Saint.
and that we're childish.
I was doing 8,000. I bumped it up to 10,000, and it seems like my buffering is fine. So I think 10,000 is the sweet spot.
Give us gift. But DSP.
Thank you, brother, for being ready. Thank you for being a member for a month. I appreciate that. U.S. adults love when people give us gifts. Fuck DSP. That's right. That's right. Who the fuck doesn't like getting gifts?
No, we're thoughtful, you fuck.
Wait, we got Sneedfried for 5 subs.
I fucking hate Phil. Thank you, Sneedfried.
Thank you, Hutch.
And Siegfried, I saw in chat, I saw what you said, but it was like AI'd out, but I agree with you.
when you're
The
a
AI
married
mod
couple
took you out.
and you live together all day every day, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
No, you fucking idiot. Okay, all right, God. Don't pay attention to DSP. Never get love advice or marriage advice from DSP. He literally just said right now, because we live together, we see each other every day, we don't need to do nice things for each other. We don't have to buy each other gifts. We don't get, no. That's when you're supposed to do that. When you see each other, you're supposed to kind of keep the spark. You know what I mean? You're supposed to keep the spark alive. You know, you're supposed to do interesting things. You're supposed to romance, like bit W, whatever the fuck his name is, that he always posts romance cat. Yes, brother, that's what you're supposed to do, brother. You're supposed to romance cat every day, man. Good God, this motherfucker will have you believe, nah, you don't talk to her, you don't buy your wife presents, no, you just ignore her. You guys just act like roommates. That's what all women like. That's romancing women. That's romancing your wife, is be a roommate and leave her alone. Let her be. Let her spend her time scrolling on her phone. Let her spend her time playing fucking Power Wash Simulator on her Xbox, and she'll be content and happy.
So what do you mean? Like, you do get to spend time together then if you're together all day, every day? I don't know, man. All right, let's continue here.
Only kids get.
Oh my God.
Well, in truth, now today.
There, no?
I mean,
like, bring it back to zero. Like, look at that. Like, look at him there. That is a downtrodden.
That's probably why PDR5. That's probably why he's his hero. That's why DSP is PWR's hero. You're probably right.
Man, bro, that's depression, right? Like, if only you knew.
Paul, I agree, Paul. We're on the same page, brother. She's not there, but you know we're LARPing here as we believe DSP. We're doing the DSP delusion where we believe what he says. Where he said, "Cat's not gone. They're there. They're happily married." We're basing all this based on that LARP of DSP.
Knew how bad things really were. Like, his face is such a contrast to this holly jolly outfit that he's got going on with the Santa hat and the fantastical shirt, and meanwhile he's just this miserable, sad alcoholic locked in his office working Christmas Eve. It's tough, Phil.
But in truth, now today, so here's the truth. As you get older, all right, if you have a family like with kids and you're doing the Christmas morning,
about being old, just look at him. Look at his melted fucking stroke face, buddy. Look at him. He's old.
He's old.
Fucker somehow looks 20 years older than he actually is at all times. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my theory. My theory is that she moved out, she's living in an apartment, and Phil pays the rent. And that's your agreement. You go live, you live in your apartment, I'll pay your rent. Tyrone can come over, hang out whenever he wants. And you don't say anything, you don't tell anyone, and that's how we will maintain the facade. That's what we will do. I believe that's what happened. And you notice too, there was a correlation in how insane his begging got when he got back from his Connecticut trip, which is when I believe that she moved out. She moved out back in July, and you notice that the begging has gotten insane. The hitting the goals has gotten severely crazy. And I think it's because he's paying two mortgages: the mortgage for his house, and he's paying the rent on a cat's place.
Tell us about your wizened old man wisdom, there, buddy. As you get older and you realize you're dick.
I mean, his mortgage alone is like $2,300 a month, so he's paying $2,300. Rent probably in fucking Renton or wherever in Seattle is what, minimum $1,400-$1,500 a month minimum. So yeah, it's expensive.
Doesn't work. Whoa.
Where does the Tyrone come? That's just a meme. That's just a meme. Any streamer that has a wife or a girlfriend, typically on the heavier side, when their husband is a low-cal, the assumption is that she's getting banged by a big black dude. Just like Kelly's getting banged by a big black dude. Just like Kat probably is. And it's just a meme. And everyone, they're always called Tyrone. I don't know where that comes from, but yeah, so Kelly's getting banged by a big black dude named Tyrone. Kat's getting banged by it's probably one Tyrone that travels the country and he looks for locals and their wives, and he just bangs them. I guess that's the meme.
thing, then it's a more traditional Christmas, right? Everyone buys presents for each other. You have the Christmas Eve one present, the Christmas Day other. My wife and I, we don't do that. Why? We don't even wait for Christmas. Like, for example,
You're poor, you're thoughtless, you're selfish,
Yeah.
you're a piece of shit.
You're a scumbag.
You're a
scoundrel.
retard.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Like, all right.
we're out a couple of weeks ago, and it was probably the only day that we were going to be out shopping before Christmas. And I said, let's
They're trapped inside for 2 weeks. They can't leave the house for fucking half a month.
just get some stuff, whatever you want. You see, you want some clothes you want some makeup you want, or whatever. I'll just get it all today. I'll get it for you today. Let's just do it that today. That way you have a lot of stuff that you can use over the course of the month.
Wait,
She actually
you do it all the time, but not on Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, if it's such a routine thing, why not just do gifts on Christmas? Why not just exchange some gifts together? Like, what's the okay, Phil?
needed like.
Or get her a fucking gift card. I mean, that's another gift. Get her a gift card. Let her buy something on her own, but at least it's something she can open up. Get her a fucking card. Get her a dollar store card, Phil. Put a gift card in it and call it a day. But no, that's too much work because that would require Phil going to the dollar store, thinking and putting effort into picking a card, writing in that card, even if it's writing to Cat Love Phil, and buying a gift card. Bro, you can even get a gift card now at fucking the dollar store. The dollar store sells gift card. You can get her a fucking dollar store gift card with a 50-cent card and be on your way, brother. But no, that's too much work for this motherfucker.
Leggings, she needed a few things. Like, let's just get it all today.
Leggings?
So that's what we did. We just went out and we bought a whole bunch of stuff. That was our Christmas presents, right? And
because his father's name is Dave. And then I think, if I remember the lore correctly, I think he either called himself Dave or someone called him Dave, and then they found out that Dave was his father's name, so people just call him Dave. That's all it's another meme, another DSP. But his dad's name is David Burnell.
you know, now are we going to technically give each other gifts physically on Christmas Day? No. What we're going to do is we're just going to relax. We're going to make food. We're going to spend time together.
Like that,
Did he say Lego? Did I hear that?
No.
Yeah, but
no,
you
he
got
said
George.
leggings. Like he got.
But you got her something, right? Yeah, and that's the thought that counts. Even if you give it to her in the fucking packaging that it came in, technically it's wrapped.
They're like nylons or some shit. Like, what are we talking about?
With the
Phil?
$5 leggings? Like, what do you fucking mean?
Spandex? Like, that's your big ticket Christmas gift to your wife there, buddy? Who you're so miserable. I was so bad before I met Kat. I was so...
Bro, the thing with Phil is he's so fucking late. You can even get e-gift cards. Like, you can get an e-gift card. You can get a fucking e-gift card. Just print it the fuck out, right? They'll send it to your phone. You don't even have to go anywhere on Amazon. You can print it out. And then just put it in your card and said, here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Kat. Merry Christmas.
So angry. And how you reward her on Christmas is with leggings, but not even on Christmas Day. Whoa.
Whoa,
watch
buddy.
Christmas specials, maybe have some wine. But it's not about, oh, here's the gift that I've been holding off on and I didn't give you. It just changed.
By the way, speaking of wine, yesterday,
Hey, Mia.
or was it today? Was
Hey,
he, like,
sweet. How
drunk?
you doing?
Moo moo lemon.
It was like
Bro,
yesterday.
like,
He was
people
drunk.
speculate- Like, people say every day he's drunk, right? And it's like, I don't know, but that day that you're...
No, Raw Phil's not connected to DSP. By the way, all right. So this happens in the Vortex. It happens everywhere. So this is a very common thing that happens. It happened to me as well. It happened to me. It happens to a lot of people. So whenever a detractor becomes kind of popular or more people start watching their content, you get an influx of viewers who start claiming that, oh, this person works with DSP or they work with Wings or they give him money. It happens to fucking everybody. Lumix, all these big detractors that have been out there for locales, at some given point or whatever, you had a group of people that decided that they didn't like the person for some reason. And then they started spreading fucking rumors about the person, saying that they pay the locale, whatever, and it's all a lie. No one pays DSP. No one pays Wings. No one gives them any fucking money. I get hit with the label all the fucking time too. Oh, Duty pays Phil money. Duty coordinates with Phil. It's just nonsense. So now it seems like Raw Phil is Raw Phil is the place to go. Raw Phil's the place to go, and I guess there's people now making up lies that Raw Phil somehow connected with DSP, and it's all bullshit. No, Michael, Lumix did not give Wings anything. And I used to be a Wings troll. I used to follow Wings and do Wings content. Wings himself said that was bullshit, that no one ever paid him anything. What Wings was doing was Wings knew that. Wings knew that if he put it out there that his big detractors were paying him, that people would stop watching their content. That's what... No, Michael, he did not. Lumix did not give him money. Trust me, Lumix did not give him a penny. That was all a lie by Wings to try to get people to stop watching Lumix, man. It happens with everybody. It happens with everybody. If you start popping off, you know, as a detractor, you're going to get a group of people that are going to start spreading lies. And I'm assuming that people are now saying that Raw Phil is somehow connected. Because the adage is, well, you know, Phil can take down his content or take down his stream. Why doesn't he? Oh, he must be making some money off of Raw Phil. No. The reason why DSP hasn't taken down Raw Phil is because he knows that fighting, you know, it becomes fighting fire with fire. You know what I mean? If he starts channel striking channels, you know that detractors are going to start doing the same thing with Phil. You know, it happened a few years ago in 2024 when a lot of detractors got taken down by Superhound. What happened? 2 or 3 detractors started channel striking Phil, and they almost got his channel taken down. So he knows that. That's the reason why he doesn't channel strike me. He doesn't channel strike Raw Phil. He doesn't do any of that because he knows that it's just it's throwing gasoline on a fire. And you know, Phil's not that stupid. He's not going to do that. So every time he threatens people with lawsuits that he's going to file a claim or whatever, he's not going to do anything. It's the reason why when Asmongold told him, "Oh, you can claim the ad revenue," he never did it because he knew that it was just gonna spark, you know, it was just gonna spark drama for him. That's why he didn't do it. So whenever you start hearing that detractors are doing that, it's 99.9% of the time it's just bullshit. It's just people that don't like the detractor, or it's the locale themselves spreading the bullshit. So
you're talking about
yesterday, I think.
It
was yesterday.
Zooted. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He was fucking blasted. It was weird.
It was very odd. And remember, he just sat there for like 4 minutes at one point.
Mia, tell the truth. Did you buy or not the... No! Why would I pay Phil for something that I'm doing for free? I know that Phil's not going to do shit. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to file a lawsuit. He's not going to do anything. So why I didn't even take that even remotely fucking seriously, that when he was talking about setting up the whole bullshit. You know what I mean? What do you mean he struck me successfully? Well, yeah, he did hit you. But what happened there? What happened there? That was around the same time. Dark Dave Mirror is correct. Sadly, Dark Dave Mirror did get hit. But was that Phil or was that Superhound? I don't remember whether that was him or Superhound. Who was it? Was that Phil? Did he channel strike you? Yeah, I forgot. You know what I mean? Okay. But I did say 99% of the time. So there are those rare exceptions where it does happen. Did he take it away? I don't remember what happened with you, Dark Dave, man. I know he fucked your channel up, though, man. He did fuck up your channel. Phil, he showed it on the strike page. Okay, did he take it away? Because I remember he said that he accidentally struck someone and then he took it away later on. Was that you or was that Super Crazy? I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, again, like I'm saying, no, I didn't pay for it. That was a LARP. That was a LARP that I did. Like I did the sticker or whatever. So you can't prove Raw Phil viewers would donate to Phil and they wouldn't. So there's no damage. Yeah, I don't know. That was okay. Super great. All right. So, okay. Like I said, 99% of the time, Phil's not going to do shit. And I think Phil has noticed that, you know, fighting fire with fire, channel striking channels, claiming videos is just going to cause problems for him. He knows that. He knows that shit. That's why he doesn't do it. That's why whenever, you know, people start claiming that detractors give these locales money, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right. Now, people with me is they say I give Phil money because I was LARPing about the Argentinian detractors. When I would literally come here and tell you guys that it wasn't me. I know the people that are doing it. Phil thinks I'm doing it. So, of course, I'm going to LARP and fuck with Phil, fuck with his mind to think I'm doing the Argentinian Detractor. I wouldn't do the Argentinian Detractor because I wouldn't want my channel to get taken down. That's a quick way of getting your channel demonetized and removed from YouTube. So I wouldn't do it. So, but again, you know, because you say something like that in a chat or you go off, everyone takes you at face value. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks, oh, Duty said that he gave Argentinian Detractors, so that must be true. No. How about I'm LARPing? How many other times have I come in and said something just LARPing or fucking around just to fuck with Phil's brain? Let's see. Duty, you're taking the blunt end of the stick. No, I'm not taking the blunt. No. All right, let's go. Let's keep moving anyway.
He's like, do for 4 minutes.
Is when you get old.
By the way,
you know what I'm saying?
This is the thing too. If Phil is really secure about what he does over the holiday, why does he have to try and justify it to us?
Oh, by the way, speaking of creating alternate accounts, here's the LARP for everyone. Here's the LARP for the day. Create an account for today, sign in, right? And go in his chat and tell him you want him to play the spiritual successor to Minecraft. Play that whatever is that, Hightail? Say that you want him to continue playing Hightail. That's the LARP. That's the LARP, folks.
Yeah. And tell us all about it. Like, he's obviously very insecure about all of this and fucked up in the head. You know, and we can tell that also by like the weird stories he was telling about how his family.
Yes, I do. And I know that. That's why I like to get under his skin. That's why I like him to think that I'm doing things that I'm not doing. You know what I mean? Like, get it? You get it? You get it, folks? Okay. And I come here and I tell you guys this. Like, I literally tell you guys this. That I'm LARPing. It's not true. Don't take everything that I say seriously. And people don't believe that. People think that people think that everything I say here about Phil is truthful, and it's not. Let's see here. Tony, I'm English and started watching Raw Phil and Duty here about the DSP guy after the Asmongold thing. It is an American thing to give this DSP money. Is it an American thing? I can't believe people. No, it's not. Actually, you know what? Most of his supporters aren't from here. Most of his supporters don't even live in America. He has a lot of big supporters like in Europe for some odd reason. He has a guy from Singapore that gives him money. You know, he just has probably like 3 or 4 American whales that support him. But a good deal of his support actually comes from foreigners. That's why he has to stop his stream to do a conversion, a money conversion. So I mean, yeah. No, it's not an American thing. I think some people give Phil because they like controlling him. You know, some LARPers like to control Phil. Like, there's this one guy that creates he's on Kick, and he gives Phil subs. He gives him $5 a pop just to pop up a name that says his wife is fat. You know, and I guess he feels like that's money worth spending. So he drops about 10 or 15 bucks a stream just to get his name on the stream to say cat, whatever, fat cat or whatever it is. So I don't know. People give Phil money for whatever reason. You know, we have the 220 guy. They used to come in and drop massive support on Phil just to fuck with him. You know, so I don't know. It's weird. You know, and then you have like the Argentinian detractors who literally give Phil pennies. They give him pennies so that he can seethe about Argentinian memberships. So, you know, some people give Phil money for different reasons.
It doesn't get together on Christmas anymore, and he hasn't seen any of them in fucking 20 years, and I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not getting any Irish money.
You know, it doesn't become, oh, it's about that particular day. And I get the feeling that's actually what happens. Basically, if you don't have kids, right? Or even if you had kids, your kids get older, they move out, then you kind of go back to that formula where it's not about.
You didn't get Jasper any Christmas presents to open under the tree there, Philip?
I bought my cat fucking presents. In fact, my whole family bought my cat's presents.
The gift on Christmas. It's not about that.
They love
the thing is, like, every year,
toys.
We end up getting each other something one way or another. She gets me some stuff.
Get Jasper an N64.
Get her some stuff, you know. Like, for example, I remember a couple years ago, she badly needed a pair of boots for the wet weather, and we were just out, and I said, let's go to
you bought your wife boots for winter?
It's such a rare occasion that Phil ever spends any money on his wife, who's supposedly his soulmate, the love of his life, that he is now bragging to us about one occasion a few winters ago where he happened to buy his poor, shivering, cold wife a pair of boots for winter.
Kino, PPP, brother. This man, okay, let's go down the history of what he's gifted his wife. One Christmas, he gifted her an Xbox Series S, which some people said was donated to him. It was donated to him, and he gave it to Kat. The next Christmas, when he got his PC, he donated the Xbox Series X to his wife. That was her present. I believe that was a Christmas present for Kat. Okay? One fucking, I don't remember what it was, but he apparently bought a blanket for Jasper, right? Jasper didn't like it, and then he gifted it to his wife. He gifted a flea-bitten fucking, whatever, throw. And just because his cat didn't like it, he decided to give it to his wife. And by the way, I actually have a short. If you don't believe me, I have a short on my channel. Let's watch it. Let's watch this. Because this is what he said. Let's go to my video. Hold on. My channel. Shorts. Cut out. Let's see here. It was one of my first shorts. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. DSP gifted Cat Jasper's flea blanket.
In fact, remember many months ago, probably the middle of last year, I told you guys we had bought, after the closet clean out event, which was August, I had bought Jasper a blanket. And that blanket I put into the closet, hoping that he would join me on the days when he's allowed in here, and he would sleep on the blanket right here next to me. Not once did he ever sleep on that blanket. He refused. So finally, last night I was moving around some stuff in there, and you know, when I was working on my taxes and stuff, and I said, oh, and I finally pulled the blanket out and I brought it downstairs. And I said to Kat, you know, you should use this here on the couch. It's a really comfy blanket, and he's literally never used it. So she says, okay, let's see what happens. So right now she's down there and she's laying on the couch with this blanket, and Jasper's on one end of the couch and she's on the other end of the couch, and they're sharing the blanket together. So now he wants to use it because she's using it. But if I'm involved, he wants nothing to do with it. You see?
There you go, folks.
Remember?
There you go, folks. You thought I was kidding. I wasn't kidding. Duty doesn't lie, okay? He doesn't lie about Big Roach. He literally gifted her a fucking flea-bitten blanket. That's right. Something that he got for his cat. Because his cat, for some reason, didn't want it. He then decided to gift it to Cat. Big ups, Phil. Let's give him a round of applause for being husband of the year. Phil is the gift that keeps on giving. Like I said, Phil can do everything in his power not to be a locale, but he's always gonna give us clips like this, and it's just fucking great. By the way, don't forget, yesterday he actually threatened to dox someone. That was another thing. He was actually threatened to dox his viewers. I didn't make a video on it. I was gonna do a short. I forgot to make a short about it, but here, let's watch that clip. I don't think I posted it in one of my videos. I may have. I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's go to my channel. So if you have Twitter, you can follow Duty. I'm always at the 2,200 followers on Viewer. Come on, I mean on Twitch. So if you do have Twitch, make sure to follow Duty. That's right. All right. So let's see. Here it is. So apparently yesterday, Phil lost his mind and got upset with his detractors.
Sure, you never have a sock account in my chat again.
All right, there you go.
Serious.
Let's play it from the top.
It was boring. I'm just going to ban every fucking person that says it, and I'm never going to unban one of you ever again. I'm going to find who you are, and I'm going to make sure that you never have a sock account in my chat again.
Really,
Seriously.
Phil? Really?
I'm not going to put up with this very nonsensical, contrarian attitude when I'm trying to actually get feedback on what people want. For real, I'm not going to take shit from people who are messing with my content. All right? Is that the deal? Are we okay with that?
Okay, and then he's going to ask his viewers, are they okay with it? Are they okay with him doxing? Because there's no other way. How else are you going to find someone on the internet? How exactly are you going to be able to find who a LARPer is and have them no longer be allowed on your streams to comment? Unless you're going to dox them. Is that what you're saying, Phil? Are you threatening to dox your viewers, brother? That's insane. All because they were joking and LARPing and joking around in your chat. You're going to threaten people by doxing them? Good God, man. Anyway, I should have made a short of that. I didn't. Look at Lovely Phil. Look. No Gout. Tragic Kingdom. I was supposed to say Toxic Kingdom, but it didn't change it. Fuck you, Grog. I made him look like Gwen Stefani. That was a beautiful album cover. Let's see here. Let me pull up That Being Said real quick. That Being Said. While we're here, we might as well check it out. That Being Said. That Being Said. Hold on a second. He actually posted the was it a reply? Latest? Hold on. The latest one. Wait, that being said. Okay. I think it was a reply. Oh, here it is. He found it. Here is the RGB headset that our boy Phil has. And he paid $60. I think this is the exact one. That's right. $60 for a headphone stand. And here it is, folks, right here. If you haven't seen it, here it is. This is it right here. Look at that. Look how amazing that looks. For $60. $60. When you matter of fact, oh, wait a minute. It doesn't even fucking charge the headphone, I think. Because here's the cable right here. Is this the cable? So it literally doesn't even charge. It's just a stand. It's a tower. It's a tower with RGB lighting. That's literally what he spent $60 for. It doesn't even fucking charge the headphones or anything. It just holds the headphones. $60, folks. $60. That's DSP. And then he wonders why he's eternally broke. Why? Why doesn't he have money? Why does he have to beg everyone for money? Why does he have to hit $150 a day? I mean, a stream, every single fucking stream. It's because he's wasting his money on this garbage. Good God. All right, let's go back. All right, so let's go back, folks. You know what? Let's watch the, did I delete the daily rap? Oh, fuck, I think I did the rap. It's fine. You know, someone did post a daily rap here. Second. So, my stream. Home here. Notifications. All right, notifications. Here it is. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Here it is. All right. I got it. Perfect. All right. So here's the daily rap. Big ups to Sunny. Sunny is a new detractor out there. That's right. Sunny's a new detractor. What he's doing is he's actually taking he's taking the daily rap video and he is, well, it's pretty good. No. We're going to watch it. It's pretty good. We're going to watch it. We're going to definitely watch it because, of course, he's bitching about support like Obi. All right, so let's watch it. Big ups to Sunny. I'm going to give you a big thumbs up. And you know what? You deserve a sub. Duty's going to sub to you. That's right, bro. All right, so let's watch this. We're going to speed this up. This is last night's daily rap. Alrighty, this is Phil complaining about support and indie games and Arc Raiders, of course.
DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 13th of January, 2026. Today, I'll be honest, had some ups and downs. I felt like there was some good stuff going on, some confusing stuff going on. It was a day where I was completely experimenting yet again. Like, I feel like more often than not, these days I'm experimenting, right? Whether it's...
Okay, Phil, I'm sorry, brother. You're 43 years old, man. We got the tag on you that you were potentially gay. You should never say those words, man. You should never say you're experimenting, okay? You should never, ever say you're experimenting. Please don't, brother. Please don't.
Trying games that normally I wouldn't try, doing different kinds of releases.
Yeah, the audio's low. I'll try to raise it. Hold on.
So let's talk about it. I want you to know how it went down. And to be honest, because you know me, I'm honest. I'm a little confused about the future. I'm a little confused about what it is that you guys really want.
He's honest. And yeah, you're honest. Sure, Phil.
If it's not on tonight's video, it could be tomorrow during the podcast. But let's talk, okay?
Get the fuck out.
Big ups for subbing, whoever just subbed.
A game called Hightail. So Hightail is an early access indie game. It's made by a company that I guess that these game devs used to work on mod servers for Minecraft. And it shows because let me tell you something. This game, Hightail, is basically Minecraft, but with a lot of tweaks, better graphics, modernizations, or almost like quality of life improvements from what you would think would be Minecraft-esque.
Yes, it's the spiritual successor of Minecraft. That's right, as Phil would like to tell you and say.
And definitely some interesting things as well. A lot of the things that Hytale does are very different from the way that Minecraft goes about it. Like no experience, earned for anything, the ability to completely control the world and have the risk reward of dying and stuff not be as strong as a Minecraft would be. And stuff like that. The combat is completely different from Minecraft, which is actually very refreshing. I actually feel the combat's better than Minecraft. And
honestly, it looks like fucking Minecraft. Everything about the fucking game reminds me of Minecraft. It looks like they basically took Minecraft, added a few little elements to it, and that's it. That's all they did to this fucking game.
And more, okay? I don't really want to go into major detail about it here because I am going to talk more about it tomorrow morning on the Level 1 podcast. But if you didn't see it, the stream went well. We had good attendance for Hytale.
Okay, by the way, just to forewarn everyone, we're going to get a long-ass daily wrap today. The daily wrap's probably going to be about 2.5 hours today, right? He'll probably sign on early and not finish the daily wrap until like 4:30. So we're going to get like a 2.5 hour fucking daily wrap. It's going to be, a podcast. It's going to be a long fucking podcast, a long business meeting today, by the way. Let's see. Are Microsoft going to sue them into oblivion? I don't know. They should. I would. If I was Microsoft, I would sue the shit out of them. I mean, like, it's even with Power World and Nintendo's Pokemon. I mean, I think it's more of a copy. Like, this Hytale game is way more of a copy of Minecraft than Pan World was of Pokemon. Like, it's insane. It looks identical. Everything looks the same. The only difference is I think you could play it in third person. That's the only fucking difference. But everything else is the fucking same.
General, it was a fun stream to do because it's basically a first look early access stream, and I usually don't do that stuff at all, right? Like this was like a first time trying some kind of a brand new kind of game that I, didn't know what it was going to be, trying it out as early access and exposing that game to an audience.
Yeah, Ben, that's true. They tend to let a lot of shit like that slide. You might be right.
That maybe didn't even know the game existed, right? Now, the weird thing that happened was this. We played Hytale for an hour, all right? I kind of got a good intro to what the game was, but a lot of people on the stream were complaining that it was boring, and I'm not kidding you. After an hour of streaming the game, I made $5. And I was like, I'm not getting a good vibe here. You would think that if people were liking the fact I was doing something different and outside of my comfort zone, that more people would have came by and said, oh, this is exciting, and supported the effort. And that just wasn't happening.
Wait up, Phil. Didn't you say that your business is more than just support? Didn't you say that it's about engagement, it's about viewership? And you said it. You got it. You had engagement. You had viewership. You had like 250 people on your podcast watching on YouTube. You had 100 on Kick. But it's a problem because you made $5. Is that what you're saying, Phil? That was the problem because you made $5? Okay.
So basically I went on a break, which I needed to do anyway, and I ran a poll. Hey, do you want to see more Hytale or do you want me to switch games? We could switch to anything like Street Fighter 6 or Call of Duty. What do you want? Came back from my break, and the poll results were clear, play more Hytale. The funny part was, I only had around 250 viewers on YouTube, but over 450 people had voted on the poll. Gee, I wonder where all those votes came from, right? But I said, you know what? I talked to the audience. There were people who were engaged and were liking it. I said, let's keep going. We got 2 more hours. Let's play more Hytale, and let's see how the stream goes. Well, I'm pleased.
Okay, that's another lie. No, the reason why he decided to play Hytale was because the 2 options he gave them was Street Fighter. No one wanted Street Fighter. And then Call of Duty. No one wanted Call of Duty. So again, you gave them the option of diarrhea, wet diarrhea, super diarrhea, right? And Hytale. So, of course, people are going to say, play Hytale. That's the only reason why you did it. Now, if enough people would have fucking said, yeah, I'll do Street Fighter, we'll support it, you would have played Street Fighter. Tonight, he actually, the funny thing is, he acts and he's going to act like, oh, we're not too sure what we're going to do about the game. He literally said it on the unrecorded beg segment that he's no longer going to play the game. He's wage quitting Hytale. So, we're never going to see the spiritual successor of Hytale ever again. Of course, unless a dent comes in and promises to give him $100 if he plays the game and he's desperate. That'll be the only time we might see it come back. But going forward, Hytale is done. He's not going to play Hytale.
Pleased to say that we saw a lot more of what Hytale had to offer in that next 2 hours that we played it, including the crafting, building. Like I built a house really quick, like speed mode.
I've never run into
and then we
this thing
explored the world for
before,
about an
the money
hour and did some
creature?
combat and base takeover stuff.
Yeah, look.
So we got a better idea what it was. And
just throws
by
money
the end of that
around.
stream, I felt good about the fact that I
hell is
played
that?
Hytale.
Right.
Over or under 60% that $50 goals come back by July? I am over.
BVABS711, thank you for the 10, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the money, creature. Over under 60%. over under 60% that go. I think it might be sooner than that. What are we in January? And we've had, what, 12 streams, and he's missed the goals at least 6 times. I think goals are going to come back. And I talked about this, I think, in our last podcast. He's going to come one day. He's going to have a special fucking announcement. And he's going to talk about how his longtime dents came to him and said, Phil, I'm sorry. You know, I'm really sorry. I mean, no, they're going to say, Phil, we missed the goals, man. We really missed the goals. And, you know, he's going to say that hundreds of people messaged him and said that they feel clueless or they feel lost without the goals because they don't have a goal to focus on. And that's the reason why he hasn't been hitting the goals as much as he would want. So he'll bring that back, you know, and then maybe he might promise to do a vest every once in a while. Maybe he might say, well, if we hit the goal or if we hit 2 goals, I'll put on a vest. It's gonna creep back. I think it's gonna be before July. I'm gonna say March. By March we'll get the goals back. I think by March we'll get the goals back because January and February for most streamers is just dry, man. The money dries up. Ad revenue is shit, and he wasted all his money on fucking wrist rest. So yeah, I have a feeling. No, Duty's not drunk. I'm good. Duty doesn't drink. I'm not a drunk man, brother. Duty does not drink anything. Duty drink coffee, and Duty gets high on life. Anyway, I got a little bit of a cold. That might be the issue. Is my girl Elaine in the house? Shout out Elaine. Love you, Elaine. Hope you're doing well. So I'm gonna say that we might see goals back in March. So I'm taking the under. You know what? That's a good poll question. Let's ask the chat. That's right. Over under. Goals will be back by June. All right, and then the option is before June, after June, and then I'm gonna give you guys an option. Won't happen because there is a possibility that it won't happen. So let's vote. I want to hear your predictions. So the over under that the goals will return by June. So the options are before June, after June, won't happen. So I'm saying before June. I'm saying March. All right. So there you. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the support and thank you for the engagement question. I appreciate it.
For 3 hours rather than playing it for an hour, dropping it, and then doing something else. And to be honest, yes, people did support that stream. By the end of the stream, it was pretty well supported. I mean, it wasn't, oh my God, knock me on my butt levels of support, but it certainly wasn't slow. It was a pretty good stream for what it was. And I'm like, okay, this now makes me feel like this is something worthwhile. And maybe I will do more of these first look streams, early access streams in the future. Now, as for the fact...
Again, one dent came in and dropped a 60 spot on Phil. That's how he got to, I think he got to 120. I think that was his final, what you call it, 120. And 60 of that was from one dent. So there you go, Phil.
You might ask, well, I wonder if Phil will play more Hightail, anytime soon. Let's talk about that on tomorrow's podcast because there seems to be a split of opinion. Some people think that I should play more Hightail right now, and others are saying absolutely not. Wait for the game to update and have more content because it's too limited. So we'll talk about that tomorrow morning on the Level 1 podcast and see if we can come to a determination. Okay? Tonight, it was Arc Raiders stream 2 of 3 for the week because I've been listening to your feedback recently, and you guys have been saying you want more Arc Raiders. I'm not playing it enough to get better at the game. I'm not getting the upgrades fast enough. Because of that, it's not...
Sorry, I meant June. You guys know what I meant. I meant June, not June.
Subs.
So it's before June or after June. There you go. Those are the options. Oh my lord, a money creature came in. Big ups. One of my favorite detractor names in the game. Sabaro's manager. That's right, Sabaro's manager. With the 10-member bomb, brother. Thank you for that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate all the support. And if you don't know, this used to be Sabaro's supervisor. He recently got a promotion. That's right. He's now the Sabaro's manager. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate. Yeah, Duty can't spell. My bad. I'm sorry. Houster, you're correct. I'm sorry, bro. Do you want a mod chip, Houster, or are you good with your green? Let me know. I'll give you a mod chip if if you want. Does Sabaro still exist? Yes, I think there's a couple. I think there's a couple. You know what really makes him a middle manager? The fact that these speeches are like
Money, money,
10
money, money,
people.
money. Sub.
Yeah, definitely true, brother. Definitely. Let's see. And then Double Vision, brother. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that.
Money, money,
The goals.
Subs.
Let's see. The goals never left. He strains to not bring them up and drop. Well, yeah. He's now talking about the other day. He said something to the effect of, "Oh, there are no goals. What there are levels of positivity."
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Levels of positivity.
The goals never left. He strains to not bring them up and drop hints.
Yeah.
One day he'll crack.
Yeah. Here, I think I posted the video where he had the nerve to say something to the effect of, "There are no goals, but he does have levels of positivity." Let's see. I have that video. I thought I posted. Oh, look at Fat Cat right here with their snack pizza. Yum. Snack pizza. Trackster. Trying to find the clip where he did say that about levels of support. I think he said levels of positivity, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought I clipped it. I thought I did, I guess. Oh well. If I find it, I'll show it. I should have done a short. I'm slacking on my shorts, man. Good God, I'm very annoyed about that. Hold on a second. Hold on. No, who's deleting messages? Oh, Kiwi. That's okay. No, Grandma, you don't have to. Don't watch me call him. It's all right. I know. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good, brother. Unhide you. What else did he post? It's okay. Oh, he kept spamming. All right. Well, no, you're a spammer, brother. No. We don't like spammers. Okay. I'm gonna put you on timeout. No spammers here, brother. It's okay if Kiwi Farms doesn't like me. I don't give a shit. It's all good, brother. All right. Okay. All right. So let's. No mod abuse. I think this was okay. It's okay. It's all right. That was a good one. If you're spamming, no. But I changed it. I changed it. I just gave him a timeout. So he can come back tomorrow. I don't like the ban people. I just gave him a timeout. Okay. It's all right, folks. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna send Grandma in the ban world for a day. She'll be back tomorrow. It's okay. All right. Let's see here. What was the other video that I want to watch here? So we watched the daily wrap. Of course, Phil, is struggling. He's struggling with the goals. Let's finish watching.
That entertaining to watch. People who like Arc Raiders are craving it and want more of it. Now, to be perfectly fair, almost every single time I play Arc Raiders, the streams have been well attended, well engaged, and well supported. But there's always a risk involved. The risk is if you play more of something and you increase the number of times that it's seen on a stream or the number of times you could possibly show up to watch it live, is that going to make interest wane? Because you're.
Oh, he doesn't pay his taxes every quarter. Are you talking about the estimated taxes every quarter? Phil doesn't do that. Phil doesn't pay them quarterly. The only thing he pays is taxes. He pays his taxes every month, the back taxes. I know that for sure. He pays the back taxes for sure every month. That's a monthly payment plan that he has to do that he can't break. His estimated taxes, I doubt he pays that shit quarterly. I think that's why he spends. No one spends 8 hours or 10 hours or 3 days in April collecting their tax data unless you're not paying your taxes. Like, he literally takes like 3 or 4 streams on so that he can collect his tax information so that he can provide that shit to his tax guy. I'm sorry, if you're paying your quarterly taxes properly, your quarterly estimated taxes, there's no fucking way you need fucking, 3 days to gather your tax information. That's simply just, that's data that you have available, and it shouldn't take fucking 3 days to collect. So my guess is he's probably not paying his taxes properly. He's probably waiting till April to make one lump sum payment. And knowing Phil, he's probably paying penalties, taxes, the taxes, the penalties, and everything that comes with it, and the interest. So that's my guess. By the way, Duty paid his taxes on the 3rd. I made my payment on the 3rd. My estimated tax, I make them every month. So I do monthly. I go to the IRS every month. I calculate what my monthly payment's going to be, and I pay that. I pay that and a little extra just to avoid the IRS auditing duty. So, yeah, I take that very seriously, unlike some people.
You're doing more of it. You're doing too much of it now. I'll be honest, as a
Taxation
variety
is theft.
creator, over the course of 17 years, I have found that if I play a game more than 2 to 3 times a week, people get bored of it more quickly. In addition, this is a game that, you know, a lot of people have already played a lot of, and I get it. People are looking at other games and like, why is he playing more of Arc Raiders but not this one or this one?
No, he never had $5,000 in business expense. That was a myth. That's what he lied about.
Particularly tonight, here's what happened. Okay, attendance pretty good attendance overall. I'd say 200, 250 on YouTube, over 100 on Kick.
Just to pay them quarterly, because my estimated tax bill is very high. It's a pretty big estimated tax payment that I make, not only for YouTube, but I have a couple other businesses where I pay royalty income. So every quarter I have to make a royalty. I would have to make a pretty big royalty payment to the IRS. I find it easier just making 12 monthly payments. So every month I go in there, I divide it by 12, pay it, and it's not a big sticker shock for me if I do it monthly versus doing it every quarter. Some people say, "Well, you're giving the IRS free money, you can be earning interest." I don't like fucking with the IRS. It's just I'll just pay it. I'll pay extra. I don't even write anything off. I don't even write shit off. You know, like my computer equipment upgrades, I don't even write any of that off. I make my estimated payment. I do my taxes in March, you know, go in, make sure that everything's good, and I usually either break even or get a little something back. On the rare occasion, I have to pay a little bit more. You know, I have to make a payment, a small payment, but typically I break even every year with tax.
As always, that's usually what we get. Engagement, pretty good. We had people helping all night, giving me tips on certain things and the like. And by the way, great runs tonight. The whole first hour, we had 3 outstanding quick runs where we got a ton of great items that I needed. The second half of the night, I had a disastrous run, but then more good runs. And at the end of the night, the last stream, or the last drop, Repzion, again, the other YouTuber who had teamed up with me the other day, he ran in and was able to join me for the last match, and he showed me how to take down a Bastion, and I got 6 freaking Bastion cells from 1 Bastion takedown, which means I was instantly able to upgrade my bench, which is what I've been waiting to do. Immediately, I was like, oh my god, 1 Bastion was enough to do this? That's crazy. So that was awesome, and obviously I thanked him for his help, and it was a good time. You know, people liked that co-op that we did again. So, overall, I think the quality of the gameplay was amazing, but the support was not. Being honest, we didn't even make $100 of support. So I want you to think about this and put this in perspective.
Think about
Arc Raiders playing it more because you requested it, had less support than Quarantine Zone, the new indie game, had less support than Hightail, had less support than Expedition 33. That throws me for a loop.
Oh, shit.
The fact that it did less than Expedition 33, which has been consistently my least supported stream, that blows my mind. And now I'm wondering if I made a miscalculation. Am I playing it too much? Should I only be playing this game twice a week? Was this extra night stream that I snuck in just an extra measure too far? And now we're going to see less people showing up and supporting Arc Raiders. I don't know. Now, I'm not going to change the schedule as a direct result of this stream at all. Don't.
Okay. So what I'm hearing here, Phil, is you've just you now understand the laws of diminishing return. All right, so Phil has finally realized that there's something called the law of diminishing return, where if you do something or give something, the more of something you give or do, the less satisfying it is. Like some people, I'll use a pizza now. I'll use a Subway, a sandwich shop analogy. Okay, so if you go in the sandwich shop, right? You go into a sandwich shop and you order a sandwich. That sandwich is going to be delicious, right? But let's say you're hungry, right? You order another sandwich. It's good, but it's not as good as your first one, right? And if you order a third sandwich because you're cat and you're hungry, that third one's just not going to taste good. It's going to be, you're going to be sick of sandwiches. It's quite annoying. And, you might get to the point where you might not visit that sandwich shop for a few weeks, right? So there's my sandwich shop analogy. I guess DSP has noticed that if he plays something more, the less people will be receptive to it, which means less people will support it, view it, and so on. The laws of diminishing return. My question is, Phil, if you can acknowledge that for a game, why can't you acknowledge that for your business? Now, what I'm saying here is that I've talked about the laws of diminishing returns quite some time when it comes to the DSP gaming business model. because DSP feels like he needs to stream 12 times a week, 6 days a week. He's online for nearly 10 hours every fucking day, streaming to people playing video games, right? Phil, you would think that the laws of diminishing return would apply to your streams, right? Where the more you do it, the less people will engage, the less people will support. You know what I mean? I always give the analogy of The Office. I used to love The Office. When it was on NBC, it would be one of those things where when it came on, I made sure that Thursday night or whenever the fuck it came on, I was free so I can watch it, because it came on once a week and there really wasn't too many reruns at that time, right? So I would make time and watch it. Now that it's on pretty much fucking 20 different channels, I can watch it whenever the fuck I want. I could just pull up on demand, whatever, and I can watch it whenever the fuck I want. So there's no anticipation. There's nothing, you know what I mean? I can watch it whenever the fuck I want, so it's not as meaningful. Let's just put it that way. It's not as meaningful. That's the same thing with your business, Phil. Since you're on so often, you never give the opportunity for people to miss you. You know what I mean? And Phil thinks, no, if I were to leave for an extended period of time, I wouldn't be able to beg, and people would probably forget about me and move on to other streamers, which might be true. That might be true, but again, Phil, why can't you apply logic, the logic that you're applying to a video game? Why can't you apply that to yours? Literally, it's the same concept, And I think, brother, who do you like from The Office? I like the Jim. I like the Jim and name, the one with the glasses, the farmer, the beet farmer. Why am I blanking out of the name? I'm tired. I haven't had coffee yet. I like the Jim and help me out, guys. I'll be here for a week. Jim and Dwight. Thank you, Dwight. Yes, Dwight. I like Jim and Dwight. Everyone else is all right. They're okay, but Jim and Dwight were my two favorite characters. I like the Jim and Dwight. I like the Jim and Dwight mechanic like that. Stanley's pretty good too. Yes, urban style. You need an urban style individual. He had some fun. He had some funny too. Yes. But Dwight and Jim are my favorite. No, I'm good. Dude doesn't need sleep. I had a good night's sleep last night. The UK version is the real Office. I've caught the real. It's okay. It's all right. I think it has that British humor that I don't always get. So maybe that's why I don't find it that funny. I think Ricky Gervais stand-up is funny, but I don't find him interesting in TV shows. My wife wanted to see that show that Netflix show where his wife died of cancer or some shit, and he became a depressive douchebag. That show was terrible. I didn't find that interesting whatsoever. Kobe, nothing, brother. We're here talking about The Office. Who's Jim and Dwight? That's The Office, brother. That's The Office. That's the American style version of The Office.
Don't worry. For those who are like, oh, he's still playing Arc Raiders on Thursday. Yes, I am still playing Arc Raiders on Thursday. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. But yeah, it is a bad sign that I gave you more, and basically I got less support. That's bad. All right?
Yeah,
maybe we
dry
need more
humor
variety in
is
the schedule.
okay.
Maybe Arc Raiders needs to only be twice a week. I don't know. I'd like feedback on that. And of course, you're going to have people who say he's greedy or whatever. No, I'm trying to figure stuff out. I want to give you the right balance of everything.
I love how he knows specifically what people think of him, that he's greedy, and it's true. You're trying, dude. If he was convinced that Hightail would get him $150 every stream, he would play that fucking game every day. If he literally could play Pokemon every day, he would play Pokemon every day because he knows that Princess Luna and a few other idiots will support it and get him to the $150 goal. Like, I mean, it's quite insane. It's funny when he brings it up himself. People are gonna say I'm greedy. Yeah, Phil. Everyone says you're greedy. Not just detractors. Everyone says you're greedy, brother.
That's all this is about. I should be able to stream, and every time I stream, I should have a certain amount of interest in the content that I'm putting out, whether that's attendance, engagement, or support. And I want to find that happy balance between everything so everyone's happy, right? Tonight, it seems...
Look at the chair shaking. The chair is fucking insane with how much shaking he's doing. And again, he's using this tactic where if he thinks he throws in, engagement, that is perfectly fine for him to mention money. Like, he can't just mention money by itself. He has to mention both engagement, viewership, and support. Let's hear it one more time.
I should have a certain amount of interest in the content that I'm putting out, whether that's attendance, engagement, or support. And I want to find that happy balance between everything so everyone's happy, right? Tonight, it seemed like people were around, but not enough people were really supporting to say, hey, do this more. So let's do other stuff then, right? Look, again, we can talk about this tomorrow on the podcast, but that's just my feeling is maybe I'm doing it too often now. Maybe twice a week is the sweet spot right now. Play more games, but do every game twice a week. What do you guys think? All right? But anyway, it was great gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay that I upload tonight. I think you'll get a kick out of it if you like the Arc Raider stuff. It was really good, okay? So it's a shame that it was a slow support stream. It's actually my lowest supported stream all week. I hope we can come back. I hope that when I do this again on Thursday as the daytime stream, that we will get people back. They'll come and support this effort to keep playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah, and I agree with that average because on the Hightail stream, he had literally 350 people watching his content. He had 250 on YouTube, 100 on Kick, right? There was engagement because the chat was insane. It wasn't just Nightbot talking. The chat was actually moving and people were engaging because I guess they like Minecraft style games, right? They were engaging, they were watching. He got everything he wanted. The only thing he didn't get was he didn't get support. He got $5 during the playthrough. And again, it's just nonsense when he comes in and he starts talking about, oh yeah, he needs everything. He needs viewers. It's not just about money. It's about viewership and engagement. That's bullshit. All right, Phil? I mean, there's been games where he got whaled out by one person. No one watched the fucking stream. No one gave a fuck about what he was playing, right? And then he had the nerve to come to people at the end of the stream and say, this was an amazing stream. It was engaging. It was meaningful. And we got support. And it was literally one dent that just came in out of nowhere and dropped massive amounts of cash. And again, it's just kabuki theater here. It's just Phil trying to justify his greed. You know, he's trying to, he really reminds me of a corporation. As much as this fucker hates corporations and businesses, he thinks they're all greedy and he thinks that they're all out to, you know, they're all out to scam you or whatever, right? That's what DSP believes about corporations. He's one of the biggest fucking corporate. He acts like one of the slimiest corporations out there. Where he'll sit there, you know, he'll put the rainbow flag on his slideshow and claim to be an ally, right? You know, but then, you know, you hear his tone and his voice and you can clearly see that he's just putting that there for support. You know, it's a miracle that on Pride Month, he doesn't change his avatar to something like with the gay rainbow flag or whatever. Like he's that much of a fucking corporate shill. But yet we'll shit on corporations or anyone more successful than him that deals with corporations or collabs with corporations. And that's what pisses me off. He's just such a fucking hypocrite. Like, I think if he was just honest and upfront, I probably wouldn't have a problem with him because it's like, all right, well, you know, he's trying to make that bag. He's trying to be a corporate shill. He's owning it. You know, at least I can say he's owning it. But when he sits here on these fucking daily raps and these podcasts and he tries to tell you that, no, it's not about money. All right, Phil, sure. I'm sure it's not about money. I'm sure that you love being online 10 hours a day, streaming to a bunch of handicaps, begging for money. I'm sure you love doing that for the meaning and not the money.
You know, we've been playing it for a month. I like it a lot. I'm getting better at it. I would hate to see it kind of sputter out now. But if it does, it does. There's nothing I can really do, you know. Let's see.
What's up, Free Angel?
All right?
All
right, so that's what happened tonight with Arc Raiders. I hope that we
I've
recover
never
on
run into
Thursday.
this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look. It's a money creature.
Jerry, thank you for the $20, brother. The big monsterful super
I
chat.
understand. Subscribe to Repzion yesterday. I supported that guy through all his lawyers, fee with
Yes.
Omniscient and Maya. Now I see why Repzion's life is cause he's attracted unhinged lunatics and now the worst scammers on Yit.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So it sounds like what you were saying is you unsubscribed to him. You unsubscribed to him. You were a supporter, and apparently, you know, he's kind of falling off. Is that what you're saying, brother? First of all, thank you for the 20, man. I do appreciate that. I don't know too much about him. I just know that he was a huge. Yeah, I got you, brother. I see you, man. Unsubscribe. All I really see was that he was a big detractor of Onision. He was big involved in that. And he kind of fell off. I mean, he kind of fell off, and it looks like now he's grasping at straws, and he's trying to revive his career. And I guess he saw what Kino Casino did. He saw what, you know, other YouTubers have tried to do for quite some time, is to kind of leech off of DSP, which is amazing. I mean, that has to say something. You know what I mean? You're leeching off DSP. Like, I'm a detractor. I know I'm a detractor. And I admit it. Yes, I'm a detractor, but someone who has a 700K sub channel, you know, trying to clout chase off a DSP, that's something weird is there. Something insane. I'm a small little channel. I got 30K. I have 30,000 subs. My channel strictly is DSP. That is my business model, and I've admitted that from the very beginning. So to see someone like Repzion or Repzion kind of, you know, fall off like this and just hover in the gutters with everyone else and try to make some content off of DSP is kind of I don't know. Let's see. But thank you, brother. I appreciate the 1999. Thank you for your insight. I do appreciate it. If anyone else has some interaction or a supporter of Repzion, let me know. I'd like to hear the stories. I'm gonna dig into him a little bit more. I'm pretty sure there's a documentary or somewhere about Repzion. Someone did something about him. I'm pretty sure Repzion has detractors. Yeah, see, that's what I'm gathering. I'm gathering that he seems to turn into a low count. Plasma Gun, thank you, brother. Since Snorlax has pay piggies. Wait. Where'd it go? I saw a comment on it. Oh, here it is. Since Snorlax has pay piggies, would Gary's cat be a... No. People that support duty streams are amazing humans. They're amazing humans. No. I think Repzion is buttering... Yes. We talked about that earlier, brother. So it seems like he's trying to do the Kino Casino... he's taking the Kino Casino approach. Basically, draw... You know, what's the adage? You draw more bees with honey than vinegar. I think that's what he's doing. So he's approaching it very similar to Kino Casino. Buttering him up, helping him... doing collabs with his streams, helping him play Arc Raiders, even supporting him. I think he did give him like a $5 super chat. So it should be interesting where it's gonna go. I'm not sure if he's trying to become part of the DSP detractor universe. I don't know, or if it's just, you know, he's just looking for something to do and some content. I don't know. You know, maybe he's looking for that interview and he's gonna do a side scroller. He's going to do a side scroll, or maybe he's looking to do content with Phil and eventually do something similar to like Phil Girl. I don't know. The more to come. Don't touch the poo. That's right. That's true, folks. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys have more insight, we actually looked into him earlier. We looked at his Twitter, and you know, he did post something out there on Twitter that made it seem like he's taking the Kino angle. So he said that there is a plan, there is a long game for him befriending Phil, and I'm guessing it's, you know, he wants to snake him eventually down there. We'll see. You heard him sneak dissing DSP already in the last Arc Raider stream. No, I did not. Do me a favor. You know what? We can play that. So anyway, this is the rest of him. We can definitely play that. So let's go to Raw Phil, because I believe Raw Phil has it up. Off. Shout out to Raw Phil. $75 for Arc Raider. And I think he even
Oh, he sent an invite? He did? Where? How do I see that? How do I see invites? I actually don't know how to see the invites. Where do I see them? Here we go. Oh, he sent an invite? He did? Where? How do I see that?
Here, I got it.
A recorder?
Yeah. Equip it. You army like
have to go, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, the surveyor? Oh, I need that. If that's a surveyor, I totally need that.
All right, brother.
Oh, shit.
Sorry
There's two freaking hornets here. I need that damn surveyor. Where did it go?
He was asking mild questions. Yeah. You know, I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get Phil to warm up to him. I'm assuming they're probably texting or DMing each other on Twitter. And I did see that one super chat where he said, hey, let's touch base so that we could do a collab together. Phil probably ignored him initially, so now he's trying to be his friend. And the one thing that Phil wants to do, of course, is get a gaming soulmate. So being that they both love video games, I'm guessing Repzion now trying to say, look, man, you know, we can collab together. We can we can do streams together, trying to get his foot in the door. And then eventually what he'll do is he'll king snake him. That's what he'll. I mean, it should be interesting. I mean, I'm down for that. I'm down to watch that. But if he's trying to just be his friend, that's kind of lame. But if he has some long game, I'll be down with that.
Cool. I'm working on getting that, actually. That's the skill tree I've been working on, so.
I always loot these little things right here. These little drawers. These things are always. These things drop blueprints a lot.
I got a grenade, hairpin 2. Tarenti 2. Cool. Because I had this before, I think, and I lost it. Yeah, that's what I had, the Tarenti 2, and I lost it when I died once. Okay, cool. I got it back. Il Toro, another gun.
Yeah, he's a bit of a lib on bit of a progressive on Twitter, which is fine. If you're progressive, that's good, but he did post quite a bit about the whole Minnesota thing.
Oh, damn, sell all these. God, what the hell is that? Stinky. All right.
Always check these towers too.
Oh, things landing right behind us. Okay. Oh, yeah, another security breach there. Yeah.
I'm really only watching him when they do a co-op is because I want to see Repzion kill him. I want to see him kill him. I'm hoping that he gets annoyed with Phil for not engaging and he just comes out of nowhere and just starts shooting.
Some advanced electrical components here.
A lot of grenades.
Over here.
Who's in here? Another one, another advanced. All right, it's all right.
Over there.
Ben, okay, so he's not okay, so it's really funny because Phil likes to be conservative for everyone else, but he wants socialism he wants communism, socialism. So, he's the type that would complain about, Medicaid, about food stamps, SNAP benefits, but if he can get some and no one would know, he'd be the first one in line. He'd be the first one in line collecting Medicaid food stamps while also bitching about other people collecting food stamps and Medicaid. That's literally DSP in a nutshell. So I don't think he's not anything. You know what I mean? I think when it comes to him, he's very progressive. He's very communistic socialism where the government should provide for me. But when it comes to other people, no, they want to apply conservatism when it comes to, it's kind of like the adage of, oh, I shouldn't have to pay taxes, but the rich people should pay tax. You know what I mean? It's that kind of nonsense. I think if you're conservative, you should kind of be conservative. You're kind of like me. I'm not a fan of paying taxes. But I know you have to pay taxes, right? So I'm a big fan of a sales tax, and I've talked about this in the past. I'm a big proponent on the sales tax because the sales tax everyone pays, whether you're poor, you're broke, you're rich, whatever, you pay a certain amount of tax. And I think a sales tax, a national sales tax, can work. A national flat sales tax can work across the board. You charge, say, 20%, you get 15% for the federal government. The state collects 5%. You get rid of property taxes. You get rid of state taxes. You get rid of local sales taxes. You get rid of that shit. And I think that's probably the fairest way. It's probably the most fairest way to do it. And I think you would probably get more tax revenue into the government that way than what we're currently doing now. The progressive tax system right now. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. So I think a national sales tax would probably be best. That's what Canada does. 2 tax. It's how they give medical. Yeah. I mean, Canada's a lot different. Canada, you're talking about what? 100 million people that live there versus 400 million people that live in the United States. Plus, you guys have more of a homogeneous demographic, you know what I mean, versus the United States. It's like, it's real fun. It's like when people say like European healthcare works for them, right? Which I guess it could work for them. But again, what are you comparing it to? It's very difficult to compare a country of, say, 50 million people versus a country with 400 million people. You know, it's a bit different. Anyway, I don't want to get into a political rant here, but I think a sales tax, a national sales tax would probably be the best. That's just me.
You bother with that?
Canadian.
I don't know if there's anything good in here.
No, it's some of this good stuff. You get
Oh, yeah.
XP for looting it.
So loud.
Just sell for money.
What the hell's this?
Okay, this is so fucking boring. So even when Phil's collabing with people, he's still super fucking boring. How about you engage with him, man? Talk with him. Engage. He's just sitting there looking for fucking... He's just so fucking boring, man. He's boring. Good God, man. I can't watch anymore. If you guys have the timestamp of where he's asking him questions, let me know. I can watch it there, but Jesus fucking... God, he's so fucking boring. All right, let's see. So let's go backward. Let's here's the unofficial. Let's watch this. So this is the unofficial wage quit of Hytale, the spiritual successor of Minecraft.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really.
Would I consider bringing back DS politics? No, not at this point. I'm not saying no forever. I'm just saying right now I don't see the point. The show did not do well for the effort that I was putting into it. So there was...
Yes, I used to say that. What we should do is we should gather all the homeless people and we should feed them. We should give them to the SPCA. And then we can feed the homeless people to sheltered animals. 2 birds, 1 stone. I used to say that to people. I used to say, yes, we should get all the homeless people on the planet, and we should grind them up and feed them to the SPCA animals. That way, yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone.
There's no point continuing. Out of all the content I was making, that was the hardest to make. I have to research all these stories, put together all these things to talk about on the show. It's a ton of work to do ahead of time, as opposed to a gaming stream. All I got to do is basically get the game bought or lined up and get the stream set up, and then we play, right? It's very different, you know. And for the fact that I did all that work and I did it for a month and a half and the show was doing horribly, why would I continue it?
Yeah, his politics was not all. Thank God he quit that shit.
Well,
it wasn't even
politics.
politics.
I probably won't.
He would. I remember he would do 3 stories, and 2 of them had nothing to do with fucking politics. It would be local bullshit, like the homeless, the soup kitchen were requesting certain types of food. That was the political take or the political story Phil needed to address. It wasn't even a fucking political take. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. So beggars can't be choosers. Is that what you're telling us, Phil? When you literally sit here and beg all day? All right.
Get thicker skin with our first contribution of the night. $2 says, you think we hit a Star Wars and Marvel ceiling? No. I think we hit a wall with the content that they were trying to put out being all of a certain type that people don't want. There is absolutely nostalgia for Star Wars to this day, even with the modern movies kind of not doing so well. And there is still a desire for Marvel movies. It's just, it has to be the right ones. Like, take a look at the Marvel movies that did well. Spider-Man, what was it, No Way Home, and Spider-Man Spider-Verse, right? Those did well. Right? Also, there have been like the final Wolverine movie, Logan. That movie did pretty good. The Deadpool movies did outstanding, right? Deadpool and Wolverine did great. So there is desire. It's just, it has to be the right kind of movie. You can't put the schlock out there, and they put schlock for 2-3 years, just garbage that people did not want or desire, and they said that's the route we wanted to go with Marvel, and it tanked. So now they got to go back to what people want. If Avengers Doomsday is more in line with what people are used to and want from Marvel, it will be successful. If they try to push different changes to the plot devices, the themes, the narratives down your throat, it's going to fail. So let's see what happens.
So again, he's talking about woke content. He won't say woke content because he doesn't want to offend some of the liberal or progressive in his chat, but he's talking about woke content.
To people who've donated over the years, I just don't. I think some people have this bizarre.
Oh, this is funny. Hold on
a
a second. Let's see.
No, I don't know what happened to Timbo Slice. I don't have personal connections with people.
That's a lie. Isn't Timbo Slice another dent? Who's Timbo Slice in the chat now? Who's Timbo Slice? I think someone had mentioned Timbo Slice as someone else. Is he Lice of a Soul? Is that his name? I know he's a dent now. I forgot which dent is Timbo Slice LARPing as. Is it Lice of a Soul? I know it's one of the dents. Timbo. Yeah, Timbo's still around. He even said that he was Timbo. Timbo Slice, the man working on bankruptcy number 3 because he needed to wail out for Phil for years and basically filed for bankruptcy 3 times. He's some other name. I don't know who he is. Hi, dude. He still dropped the member bombs. DSP. Never drop member bombs, brother. That's a LARP. That's a LARP, brother. See what I'm saying? You see? No, I don't drop member bombs on
people who have moderated all, years and years ago. I don't have a connection to people who've donated over the years. I just don't. I think some people have this bizarre belief system that, like, I have a personal connection to anyone who has, like, helped me or donated to me over the years. I don't. I don't know anything about what happened to these people. I wish Timbo Slice the best, but I don't know how he's doing.
I know, Mac. I know, brother. Three times. No. He had to file for bankruptcy 3 times. It wasn't 4, it was 3 times. He filed for bankruptcy 3 times, all because he had to support Phil. I remember watching him on Twitch once, and he super chatted, or he gave Phil money, right? He tipped him. And he basically said, oh, by the way, this might be my last tip for a while. I'm going through my 3rd bankruptcy, and it's been tough. It's been tough, right? And Phil said, "Oh yeah, brother, I know what you're talking about, man. I went through my own bankruptcy." Instead of maybe giving him advice and saying, "Well, maybe you shouldn't be supporting streamers if you're filing for bankruptcy, especially a 3rd bankruptcy," he didn't do that. He took his money and just said, "Yeah, man, times are tough. That sucks for you." Literally said that.
Do I think I would be cry if I ever got pepper sprayed? I don't know if crying is the word. Like, pepper spray, your eyes burn uncontrollably. You're not crying. It's an actual reaction to pain. Right? That's not really crying. When I think crying, I'm thinking you're having an emotional reaction, right? Like, for example, if you're
like when your mom doesn't give you the Wolverine figure.
Cutting onions and your eyes are burning and start watering, I wouldn't say, oh, you're crying. Even though some people do say that, I was like, no, they're having a reaction to the onions.
You're tearing.
As opposed to, oh, I'm crying, I'm emotionally distraught,
Well, I think you can only file for bankruptcy so many times in a given period, so he probably filed different bankruptcies, I'm guessing. He probably filed like chapter 3, chapter 7, and maybe chapter 14. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, or unless he was LARPing. Sometimes people LARP. That could have been a LARP, but sorry, you don't go into a whale. I mean, you don't go into a streamer's chat and tell people, that you're filing for bankruptcy. The only people that tell people they're filing for bankruptcies are locals like Phil. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was crying over... The man cried over a fucking dead bird.
I don't even know how that works. I mean, we played Hightail earlier, and it was a cool 3 hours of investigating what the game was. To be honest, I don't know if that's something we would even play again right now, because it is very early, and it's very similar to Minecraft right now. Like, I feel like the things that would define the differences between Minecraft and Hightail right now aren't very apparent, because they're not live. Like, Hightail's going to have an adventure mode with a story. That's not live yet. Okay? It's going to have all these areas with things to do, missions and stuff. That's not live yet. What is live is the open adventure world, or excuse me, exploration world that plays very, very much like Minecraft. So, unless people want Minecraft, which already we weren't playing, I don't know why we would even go back to Hightail for now. Like, likely it would be something we hold off on and we wait for more content and then maybe go back to it then. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on the podcast. Tomorrow morning on the podcast,
Dude, again, today's podcast, be prepared. It's just going to be almost a 3-hour podcast of him bitching about support.
About Quarantine Zone. And we'll talk about Hightail, and we'll figure stuff out from there. Hightail had over 500k people watching it on Twitch. Good for Hightail. I had about 200-something on YouTube and 100-something on Kick, so I had decent viewership, I would argue. It was pretty good. But basically, half the audience was complaining, saying it was boring.
Again, the only people complain. Again, I love how. Okay, I love how Phil uses the kick chat. You know, whenever he wants to blame the kick chat for something, he'll blame them, right? But as soon as he needs them, he'll use them and act like what they're saying is gospel. Because the only people that were bitching about Hightail were the LARPers and Kick that don't like anything Phil does. But I like how he sits here and says, oh yeah, no one liked it. Everyone was complaining about Hightail. No one was complaining about Hightail except the LARPers on fucking Kick. But because you want to wage quit something and you don't want to just say that, you know, you want to blame it on other people. You want to sit there and say, well, I'm going to give you what you want. And if you don't want me to play Hightail, then I'm not going to play Hightail. So again, you see these little stupid semantic games he loves to play?
And the other half was like, it's kind of like Minecraft, which is fine. But really what defines it to be different? And there are some distinct differences, things that I actually feel are better than Minecraft. But we'll talk about this again tomorrow on the podcast. I don't want to go too heavily into it tonight. Flatman, thank you for a 222 super chat. He says, I'll be home soon. PvE is better than PvP in Raiders. I agree. Flatman's now the biggest super chatter. Let's get him on the leaderboard. Oh, I do want to say one thing about Kick tonight. Hold on. I have to shout out. Get Thicker Skin, who did another $2. Said, remember, men and other people, it's okay to cry. There you go. That is correct. Men can be emotional too. Just don't be a sissy or anything, right? That's correct.
Don't be a sissy. Like you, stuff. Phil?
What?
Don't blame alcoholism when someone's gonna punch you the fuck out.
Ever replay Sekiro? Asked TJ Fox. I don't know. I'm not against replaying Sekiro. When I beat Sekiro, I got really good at parrying, and I did an hour of New Game Plus, and I was dominating the game, and got in 1 hour of New Game Plus, I got like 5 hours in for my first run, to put it in perspective. And people then were like, "Don't play it ever again." I'm serious. They were like, "Just don't play it ever again." So I never did. What's up, Game Boy? Good evening. How you doing? Vietnamese comrade, how you doing?
All the foreign dents are in now. Vietnamese
no, we did not have tortellini soup
and
tonight. We had homemade chicken quesadillas with dark meat, marinated chicken, some pico de gallo.
You had DoorDash.
A little bit of cheese.
Yeah,
and then,
DoorDash.
With, fresh picante sauce that we dipped it in. It was good. Well, I play the new FromSoft game. If you mean the one time, I just want to drop randomly rather than, oh, I'm going here. These aren't going to ever go bad for me. I'm doing really good for myself, and I'm only getting better. And I'm going to fail.
This is a nice coat.
Try to cause confusion. Masquerading that causes confusion for the most part. And number two, it's random. Marty says, so do you ever get the feeling that maybe your viewers don't know what they actually want? Or do you think it's more like trolls masquerading that causes confusion? I think it's a combination. I think there are a lot of trolls who could try to cause confusion on purpose because they think that somehow that's going to get to me and I'm going to fail and things are going to go bad for me. Spoiler alert, things aren't going to ever go bad for me. I'm doing really good for myself and I'm only getting better. It's never going to get worse. It doesn't matter how much they try to impact me. They don't. They really don't have an impact on my life or my content. Case in point, earlier today, they basically tried to spoil my polls. I did a poll on Kick and on YouTube to say, do you want me to play this game, which was Hightail, the entire stream, or do you want me to swap game? Now, I didn't care. I said to everyone, I'm okay with whatever. Like, my intention was to play Hightail the whole stream, but that first hour, it didn't seem like people were really digging the game that much. So I left, went on break, and I come back. I had 200 viewers on YouTube. I had 100 on Kick, so I had 300 total viewers, yet I had 450 votes in the poll. Where do you think those votes came from? The sky? Another dimension? No, trolls rushed the stream, voted how they thought would screw the stream up, and then they left. So that's the thing. Did it affect anything? No. We had a great stream. We had great attendance the whole stream. We got to see what Hightail is. The support was good. Everything was fine. So they try so hard. Oh, we're really going to foil Phil, and it never does.
So why do you have to have a business meeting today to talk about Hightail? Why did you just say literally like 10 minutes ago in this video you said you're not going to play the game? Why is it that you're complaining about it on your daily wrap and you announce that you're going to have an extended podcast today to talk about games and so on? Come on, man. We all know what's going to happen here. You're going to just wage quit the fucking game. We know it. Or you're going to put it on, you know, the famous hiatus. It's going to get the Stardew treatment and never see the light of day again. Or it'll be like that, what's that one game he bought that he played it? Oh, I forgot what it was. It was like last year. He played it for a little bit. It's the tabletop game. I forgot. He plays so many fucking games that I can't even keep track of everything he's
does anything. They just waste their lives away. They're just complete wastes of life. I think that's the best way to describe them. So there is definitely misinformation attempted by them. but it never does anything bad. It doesn't. Like, I'm always good.
Misinformation.
Now, as for my viewers, I will agree. I think sometimes there's definitely confusion. They're not sure what's going to work or what they want. Or like, for example, with Hightail, no one actually knew what it was going to be, right? No one. No one knew if it was going to be good, bad, exactly like Minecraft, different from Minecraft. So it made sense to play it and check it out for like a first look style stream.
First look style.
So that's what I want to do like more of this year. I would absolutely enjoy doing this kind of stuff. Let's do a quick first look stream and see if it's anything good that we want to play again, right? And if it is, great. And if not, nah. Like I'll say for Hightail, I don't think so. Not right now. Maybe you know, after some updates, but probably not right now. I wouldn't play it again. On the flip side, I would do another stream of Quarantine Zone. So there you go. But again, I want to talk more about.
No, it was that devil game where you're in hell. I think you're in hell or something like that. It's like tabletop. You from a third person perspective, high over the shoulder. There used to be a game, and it came out last year in it was like a beta, and then it came out, a full version came out like 6-7 months after. Something about you're in hell. I don't play those games, so I don't really fully know what the name is, but I know he bought it when it was in beta, and he played like 2 streams. Hades, there you go. Yes, Hades 2. I don't like Hades games like that. I think they're not my cup of tea. So he bought Hades 2, he played it 2 streams, no one gave a fuck. No one gave him any money. And then, you know, he wage quit it and said he's going to come back to it. And then, did he ever come back to it? I don't think he ever came back to it. Never bothered playing it again because he played it for 2 streams and no one supported it. So, yeah.
About that in depth on the podcast tomorrow, so.
Yeah, it's trying games, that's right. Well, that's his new motto now is he's gonna play games. That's what's gonna save the business for 2026. He's gonna play games. That's what he's gonna do. What is this Streamlabs pirate thing? I don't know. What are you talking about? What pirate thing? You're talking about a heist? When you heist? Oh, if you type in if you type this in, then you put in a dollar amount. You can play game. You can gamble. You can do slots, whatever. It's just a streaming plugin. It's just games that you could play, and you can earn points. You can earn game points, whatever. It's not anything special. You don't get anything from it. Just if you find me boring on stream, but you're watching, you can play some games. I think a few people in here have like millions of channel points saved up. There it is, Paul. Thank you, but there it is. If you type in heist all. Or if you type in gamble, like slot, isn't slots one of them for gamble? Gamble, right? So if you do gamble, that's another one. Let's see, gamble. And then you put in an amount. It'll roll a number for you or something like that. Right? It's been a while since I played it. Gamble, yeah. It's just all right. Okay. There you go. Let's see. I rolled something. I rolled the 32 and I won 3,000 smart bucks. That means I have, let's see here. How many smart bucks do I have? I have almost 1 billion snort bucks. Dude, he's a rich man. All right. Okay. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I think that's everything, folks. I don't have anything else. Just to let you know that I will be streaming on Friday. So we'll probably have some more Kino content tonight and some other stuff. Other than that, yeah, it's been a little slow in the vortex lately, but it'll pick up. Don't worry, folks. We'll have more information and stuff. How do you know how many points? So if you type in bucks, I think it is. How do you? I don't know. Paul, can you do me a favor? Can you show them how to do it? I think you type in snort bucks. Points, I think it is. Is that what it is? Either that or, and you earn points by just watching or something like that. I think for like every minute you watch the stream, you get points or whatever. Oh, here it is. So I have whatever it is. There you go. And then if someone wants to give you snort bucks, there you go. You can actually give people snort bucks. How many snort bucks for a legendary pool and WWE champion? I don't know. Probably a couple million, man. Because snort bucks don't mean anything. There's no real money in snort bucks. But you can gamble, you can play slots, you can do a heist where you can actually play against other people too. Like you can steal their money. That's pretty cool. Like you challenge someone, that's another little game, whatever. So I even have an 8-ball too. If you want to ask 8-ball a question, so if you type in 8-ball, So if you do 8-ball, is DSP? Oh no, let's see, did Fat Cat leave? So I have a Magic 8-ball. That's right. You don't have to pay $8. You can just ask the Magic 8-ball a question. There you go. You just type in exclamation point 8-ball and then you ask a question. There you go. It'll pop up eventually with your answer. I think that's on. I think I have that. Anyway, all right, folks. Well, that's all I have, man. I want to thank everyone for the love, the support, and if you want, I can go in and actually, go in and give you guys some points if that's something you guys want to play with. So, again, you earn them just by hanging out and watching the stream. So, or you can give someone. I think you have to do exclamation point give the person's name and then give them out whatever you want to give them. So right here, Old Man Ali has 500 snort bucks. There you go. Congratulations. All right. Well, there you go. Paul just set off a heist right now. So he's, if you want to join in, just put in exclamation point heist and then put in an amount. And then you can join the heist. I just joined it. There you go. There you go. Duty's in the heist. Duty's in the heist. There you go. All right, folks. Well, again, thank you. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll stream again either tomorrow, but more than likely Friday. And yeah, before we go, I'm gonna exit you guys out with your favorite song. That's right. No, it's not that one. Of course, everyone knows the favorite song is Pizza Pie. Again, thank you, brother. Thank you for all the love and support. Appreciate you guys. I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace out.
You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Taking the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvagno cheese, Salvagno greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Crazy meat! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.